Okay, we should be live. Hello, hello, I'm coming. Hello, hello. Hello, Semham Forakchi. Long time since you've been here. Well, you did mention that you were here in the previous stream, but only for the end. But yeah, so today we're making some Karelian pies. So there will be some cooking ASMR. I have the instructions on how to make them here, so we have something to refer to. Elina will be making the dough.
Yep. And I already made my porridge.
Elina also already made her porridge. It was a quicker one. Then I'll be doing like a more of a traditional one. So Elina
No,
says.
actually, I did these also from.
Oh, okay. Elina also made it from the slower, more traditional method.
So I was not, sure how much would I have to use really.
Because there's like faster ones. So it's like rice porridge, but there are different kinds of ways to make rice porridge. So there's like a faster and slower ways. So we were thinking that Elina will make it with the fast type, but it's harder to know the amounts. Oh, you're driving. I see. Very nice. Drive safe. But yeah, so what I will be starting with is the rice porridge, and I have these like 2 pots. This one I will fill with water, and then I will put this other one on top of it, so that the steaming water. Oh yeah, Elina's braids are getting praised. Hello, frugality.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
Elina has the longest hair.
Yeah, they might become quite a nuisance.
Yeah, Elina's just saying that they might become a problem later on.
But I do have pockets where to put the ends.
Yeah, Elina can put them in the pockets if needed.
What do I need?
But yeah, I'll start with the rice porridge. I don't know if I put too much water in here. So Elina needs the instructions.
Instruction, yeah.
There you have it.
Thank you. Need to see what to use. Or what they need for me.
I think it's not. It might be too much water. Hello. I done goofed it already, chat. So let's take some out. Because when you're like boiling milk, it's easy to burn it. So that's why I would rather use this like steaming method. I've never done it before. Like I've done rice porridge many a times, but never with the steaming method. But let's see how this works. So yeah. I would never. Does that mean, Shema Forakshi, that you would never drive safe? Because that's actually on brand. On brand for you. But yeah, the one thing I hate with this new type of like cartons are these, because EU, so European Union, made it so that every bottle and container has to have the cap with them.
Yeah, some of them keep it quite nicely on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
This one is
This one does.
yeah, it's
Well,
okay-ish,
not okay.
but I don't see the need for that. So I know many others are also sharing my gripe with that. But yeah, I also need to check the porridge, because in the instructions or the recipe, yeah, I also have the kehu milk. Actually, I'm double prepared. So this is actually the kehu milk, which is like harder to burn. I'm trying to see where you can see it.
Yeah, because otherwise it would burn quite easily.
Yeah, milk otherwise burns quite easily. Exactly. Actually, you still typing messages, Shemhan Foreki, while driving is it is a dangerous business. But yeah, I've also I'm double secured now with the kehu milk and also the steaming method. So hopefully, if I manage to burn this, it will be like an amateur stuff even for me. But yeah, in the recipe it says 7.5 deciliters of milk and 2.5 deciliters of water, but I'll just go for a liter of milk, so because I don't know what I'd do with the rest of the milk, and it's a liter.
Okay, you do that.
Liter of milk. Yeah, but yeah, you have to stir it. But I don't know if with the steaming method if I need to stir it as often. Maybe not. We'll see. I think I will still be like neurotic with the stirring, so I assume there will be plenty of that. But yeah, have any of you guys in chat made any Karelian pies? Because I know there's like Finnish people here already, so Citronelli mayhaps. It's also, I noticed immediately after putting on this setup where I have the chat phone on, that it's already getting hotter here. Like just having another layer of basically nothing, but you know, just the harness is already making me like, why do we have to do this indoors? Okay, police brutality just made 6 this morning, very nice. And you can post a picture in the Discord. Because I might have doubts about this. And we could also compare how did you do and how we'll do. You know? Okay, Semapork has never done them. Citronelli has. I made them in Denmark once and probably in home economics in school sometime. Was very high pressure situation make them for foreigners. Yeah, okay, I see. So you were in Denmark making it for others. Yeah,
Nice.
that is a high pressure situation. Yeah, I'm trying to boil the water underneath the pot. I might have to take a spoon or something to stir it with when it eventually does start boiling. I don't know how much of like beeping sounds do you guys get. Is it like beeping ASMR? I see brutality. I have some suspicions here. Sus, like they say in Among Us. I put the lid on the pot, it will boil faster. Actually, that's true, I have the lid here. But then again, it's like the water is here, and then there's like the milk on here, so it was basically a lid already with the milk in there. So I think it doesn't affect how fast the water underneath boils, but I guess otherwise it would still make sense to have the lid on. But yeah, then I need to know how much rice will I need. It's 2 deciliters of rice. I see, let's find the rice. It's behind here somewhere. Lina did mention she used the same one, so is there an open one somewhere?
This one is open, but there is only a little bit left.
I see.
This was an older one.
Okay, so
I
those.
have no idea how.
Well, I can say that this is the old one, so.
You not make a lot of rice porridge.
Yeah, we don't often make rice porridge here.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
Hello, Nat. You'll be lurking. Can't believe you've done this. No, just kidding. I'm making some Karelian pies for you know to munch while watching your stream later. But let's hope we can get them done in the 3 hours we have.
We're getting some money.
But we'll see. I think 3 hours should be plenty. But then
Yeah,
again, like everything does
imagine.
takes a bit of time. And it's already like 10 minutes and nothing has really happened yet. So
I'm putting on the.
yeah, Elina is putting on the. What's the machine causing? I think called. I mean, it's like in Finnish it would be like
Food processor?
food processor, I guess. It's like yleiskone in Finnish, which just means like ordinary machine or like something like that. The direct translation.
Yeah, I think you should tell what we are putting in there.
Yeah. So in the dough, this is puolikarkea vehnäjauho, which is just like.
It is quite basic to know.
So basic wheat flour basically.
White wheat
It's
flour.
just like white flour. I don't know if there's like an English stuff in here. Okay, there is. Wheat, barley malt, flour improver. That's the 3 things it consists of.
Yeah, ascorbic acid.
Oh yeah, the flour improver is ascorbic acid. But yeah, that's the basic white flour. And then we have täysjyvä ruisjauho, which is whole rye
or is full
flour, I guess. Let's see if there's an English one here. I don't think they have any English here. Because you know, English people don't use rye flour, I guess. Yeah, I don't see anything in English in this one, only in Swedish.
No.
Because you know, everything in Finland has to be in both like English and Swedish, since Swedish is our like second official kitchen mixer or stand mixer. Yeah, that would make sense. Now I can hear some bubbling here. I hope you're making enough for all of us. Yeah, of course, yeah, definitely, yeah. We'll ship them to Australia too, so you can distribute it to your chat. But yeah, now I can hear the water is boiling, so I guess we can turn it down a bit. We don't want to run out of the water, I guess. But yeah, then I would need to measure the 2 deciliters of the rice. That measuring thing is wet, so I'll need to dry it first. Otherwise the rice will stick to it and then there will be water in my pure milk porridge. But yeah, how are you guys? This is the earliest stream I guess we've had so far, but I actually just yesterday got confirmation that we'll have the excavator and a guy driving it a week from now, so next Monday, and I think that will be like the earliest stream since, you know, I think the guy starts at 8, 8 a.m. So we need to be there too. Whether or not stream will be there at that time, we'll see. I assume we need to have you guys somewhere like ready, but whether it is exactly at 8, we'll see.
So you are going to stream it?
Yeah, Elina's asking if we'll stream the excavation work, but I think we will just have to ask the guy how much, or if it's okay. If it's not, then we'll have to, just stream the aftermath. But if it's okay, because I think we'll just like put up the camera like far away from the actual action, because we don't want to be moving it all the time. So we just put it on the like the border to our neighbors, and you just get like a side view of the whole stuff. Okay, there's measures in cups. I don't do nothing with those. Okay, this side is deal.
Yeah.
I'll just
you
measure.
Can also use that one.
Yeah, but I need 2 deciliters, so I can get the whole stuff here. So yeah, 2 deciliters of rice. This is like porridge rice.
Mine was also 2.
So Elina has the same amount
Yeah.
for hers.
But instead of the milk, I used water and then oat cream.
Yeah, so Elina doesn't have any milk because Elina's will be vegan. So Elina used oat cream and water for the porridge. Mine is just milk. Yelp. Yeah, and then there was like a pinch of salt, I guess. Let's see how is the milk faring here. Is anything happening to it? I can hear the noises it makes, so I think the water is still steaming underneath. So that's good. Ekselin ottaa siitä mun koneesta sen, tai sitten sieltä nurkkahuoneesta sieltä sen nettikaapeli. Yltäisikö se violettikaapeli sieltä tänne? Niin. Scene switch to live. So we're live again. I think we'll need to do some. Because quite actually right now I'm absolutely distraught because I'm holding it in my hand, But let's see if it holds up. We're back. Okay, sounds good. Because we're still on like mobile data and we're indoors, so the connection might not be too stable. But actually, we can set up a backup connection for it. So I think we'll take. So we can have a cable. Is it not long enough?
No.
Okay, then we need to take it from my computer, I guess, because I think that would be long enough because it's like quite a long spin underneath the bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess if we lose connection one more time, I guess then we
Yep.
sudden Finnish break. Did we come in talking Finnish? Oh dear. But yeah, let's see how well this works. I'm happy I did what I was about to go back to RuneScape. Oh no! Also driving while RuneScape. Can't believe you do this. But yeah, I'm happy now that I got this, like both the milk that's not supposed to be burning and also that it's on the steaming one, because I actually completely left this here. So had it been like a traditional type, so kind of milk that easily burns and not just the milk on the stove, I think we would have lost it.
A bit worried for our dough because this.
Elina's worried about the dough.
I'd like to add a little bit water.
There might be some water getting added. But yeah, I am assuming you guys can see it. I hope the camera didn't tilt too much, so I guess still, because it does look like you're a bit like this. But if it's okay, I don't want to touch it, because it's hard to make it any better, I guess. I could actually maybe see from Elina's side. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad there.
No.
Yeah, I guess it's okay. I guess we're done. We're good. Oh yeah, and then I need to boil eggs, because I also need to cool them down before I use them. So
Just use my hands. Rest.
then I will finish the dough with mussel.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried it will become too dry. And then we will just crack it when we try to make the folds.
Yeah, Elina is hopefully finishing the dough while I'm boiling the eggs. I need to time the eggs, because otherwise I will completely forget. Oh, judging how I look, yeah, that was me judging. You got the judgmental Finnish look. So I guess we'll see again how much eggs was the recipe asking for. I think it was for, let's see, it was somewhere here. Yeah, 4 eggs. 4 egg. Thank egg. Let's get them eggs. I usually, when I boil eggs, I put them in the cold water, because I think it's like they split less when you do it, like they crack less when you boil them in. And like this stove is really fast because it's induction, and it's some of the new induction too, so I usually just put them here, and when it starts to boil I just put the timer on, depending how hard eggs do I want. So usually 8 minutes or so. I think here we can do it a bit longer. I don't have to time it so correct. Citronelli is saying that you're not supposed to really develop any gluten in it, so it will be kind of crumbly.
Yeah.
The dough is going to be quite dry and almost flaky, if I recall correctly. So I don't think we need to do anything more to it.
Yeah. We just
Can
need
show the chat.
There is
That's the dough boy.
dough. I think I might have then added a little bit too much water, but I think we'll be fine. We just use a lot of flour and
Let's stir the porridge. Oh yeah, I need to add the salt in there as well. So I think it was like half a teaspoon, so I'll just YOLO it.
Here is a teaspoon.
I'm a YOLO kind of guy when it comes to cooking. So that was half teaspoon, I swear, chat. Okay, Citronelli approves, it looks good.
Yeah. I think it will be fine. We just need to cover it.
Yeah, something to cover it with.
There. Now we cannot make more.
So no more dough incoming.
No.
But yeah, I guess this kind of cooking is mostly just, standing around.
Standing with your back to the...
Yeah, back to you guys. Can't believe I turned my back on you. But yeah, we were thinking of like where to put the camera here. But you know, the kitchen is quite small. Where you're currently is usually the table is like up against that wall. But I guess if we on one place would have been like on top of this, like cupboard kind of thing. But then you would mostly have been seeing like outside of the kitchen, so I guess that location you're in is okay. Okay, so Elina just backed the dough.
Yeah. You know, they would originally they were told to wrap it in I don't know what it is, plastic wrapping the elomukelmu. It has a name in East.
Yeah, I know. There's like it's like this thin plastic, like see-through thin plastic.
Yeah.
But that belongs to the rats. Yeah, this cupboard here, yeah, definitely belongs to the rats. We have actually more than these two, so we could add the amount of rats while the stream goes on.
No, it's not in English.
One rat every redeem or something, you know.
Yeah, we can get the other ones if you let us buy the rats.
Yeah, cling film, I guess could be the word for it. You know, it's just like this. I almost showed it to you guys, but it's like this see-through.
I don't like using it.
Like this extremely thin that, you know, sticks to everything. Plastic wrap. Yeah, I think plastic wrap would be
Plastic wrap
is the word I'd use too.
We have a lot of rats. They all have their own little...
Yeah, Elina's showing the rat. They all have their own sweaters.
Yeah.
Different colors.
Rat fashion show.
Now it's a rat fashion show. So yeah, I'm again repeating what Elina says because I don't know how well you can hear her. Because I'm the one with the mic.
I would imagine they hear me better than on the dot.
Yeah, I assume you hear her better than like normally, but I'm assuming I'm still louder by a lot. Nat is saying the rats are very cute in their sweaters. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a council of rats. Yeah, my mother was actually saying that what about skirts doing it? And then it needs to make them too, but I don't know. I think the sweaters are better.
Yeah, the colors come from the yarn. I have not used many yarns.
So it's only one yarn per sweater.
There is the Council of Rats.
Council of Rats is now in session. Citronelle is saying yes, they need little dresses and boots and hats and they're like a whole wardrobe for them.
I can just, you know, relax and drink my tea.
But yeah, now the egg water is boiling, so I'll time it. So I'll put in 8 minutes and...
Do you want water?
Little scarves are also asked for.
Oh yeah!
The council keeps an eye on us. Yeah, you need to behave.
Planning on doing. I have a little scarf on there.
Elina is coming with a scarf. I think she was already one step ahead of you there.
No, but it is the little cow.
Oh yeah, the little moo, which is a cow plush you have. She has a scarf.
This is our little moo. You know, she has a scarf.
So that one has a scarf already. Yeah. So something similar could be done.
Yeah, maybe I can try it on.
Oh dear, the cow just lost the scarf privileges.
We're going to get it back. I think this one is too big.
It's a bit too long for the rat.
Yeah. It's too long for the rat.
That's not warm. Nat is saying also cute, yeah.
And the little moo can keep the scarf.
So, back where it belongs. But yeah, the chat phone is almost hitting the... I think we need to start googling the names of these things, but this is like the... It's liesituuletin in Finnish. But yeah, the cooking, is it top or... Maybe. But yeah, I'm also smacking that. But I guess since you're not like, the microphone is far from it, I don't think that would even cause any spam. But yeah, it's a cozy stream. Maybe our last cozy stream for some time, since, you know, the work on the plot should start, so.
The stress will start.
So stressing is coming. I think it's range hood and extractor fan. Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I think I've heard like a hood being called, like it being called hood.
Sounds familiar. That would be so.
Okay, Elina brought some water for me.
Yeah.
I think Elina wants more of the gulp ASMR. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, we were contemplating on me also using a microphone, but then I just mentioned I will be gulping tea all the time, so.
Elina was thinking of getting a microphone as well, but it would be like constant gulping tea ASMR. So like a British stream, I guess. Hello Yada, how are you? We're currently making rice porridge and boiling eggs. Not much more happening at the moment.
It might be good for you to, have the stream camera on your chest when you are cooking now. Or I don't know.
Not saying that we'd love to hear Elina. We need a mic for Elina fundraiser. We have a mic. It might actually.
We do have a mic.
Elina, do you want one?
Yeah, I can take one.
Okay, so I'll just go in and find a mic for Elina. I'm assuming it will like plug in automatically, but yeah, I'm fine. I'm really good. It's a bit earlier than I'm used to streaming, but I don't think it's that bad. Now we'll see if this automatically connects or if we need to reconnect the microphones. Currently I'm not seeing it doing anything, so
Okay.
We'll see.
Can it handle 2 microphones?
It should be able to handle 2. It's now trying to connect. Let's see if the other end is still trying.
I can go then and check with my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it needs from that side that we need to unplug it for a second and replug it and see how it works. Citronelli is asking, will we get an Elina knitting stream someday?
Yeah,
we might have.
I have been contemplating on starting kind of like a ASMR.
Elina is thinking of ASMR knitting streams. Yeah, Elina is here with us. I think we need to unplug it for a second. So I think it'll go to disconnect because it's like shocked by what happens. But we'll see. It might not. We'll see. But I'll just plug in 2 of the microphones, so we'll see if that works. No promises, but we could get Elina's sound as well. So. Not saying it went to disconnect, but I'm not also sure whether we can hear it. It should be able to listen to both microphones now. Maybe.
Do I need the fluff?
Yeah, you should do that. Can you hear me? There's a new chatter here. Can you check the stream? Can you check the stream if it's still working?
It is working, yeah. We can see.
What about the sound? Can you hear me?
I can do it for a little while.
I think it should work. We can hear well. Okay, so there's no issue.
I think I can.
Okay, then it should also be working.
Of course, my accent is thicker than Saku's, and I don't speak as fluently. As I am quite rusty on the English department.
Department of English. Dual mix stream. Yeah, now we have 2 microphones, so we try not to speak on top of each other. But yeah, hello Ziami. Hi Chef. Yeah, so we were just plugging in another microphone because usually it's only me with the microphone and then I repeat what Elina says. But seeing that we're just this close already, I guess it makes sense to have a microphone on each of us.
Yeah. Now you just keep on repeating what I say, regardless.
I'll try not to. Let's see how much time still on the eggs. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I go and check the chat. Of course, I could use the phone. I don't think I need to.
Yeah, just make sure you're not playing any volume from the stream since you can.
No, I am not. Yeah. I don't have volume on. No.
Massive step for feminism, women getting their own voice. Yeah, we are like progressive here.
Yes, I'm very empowered now.
Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, we have the, like, when I bought these microphones, it like immediately came with those two. So it was like an easy one. And I think they should not have, both of them should have the same volume level as well, because when like
That's
last
true.
stream or like some streams ago when we were doing we had some technical issues with the microphones, I then switched like midstream to the other microphone, and it was like the gain on it was lower than on this one, but I hopefully got them both to the same one.
Yeah.
So it should be the same volume for you guys.
Do I have the robotic one?
I don't-
Or that started to act up?
No, mine is the one that started to act up,
Okay. Yeah.
because it's the first microphone.
Yeah.
But the robotic ones and those are like, we're obviously connected, like connection issues, not the microphone.
Ah, that's true.
Because you know the image also went blurry or like sort of like mosaic.
Yeah.
So that was not on the microphones.
Let us hope it will not happen again.
Yeah, if we have any disconnections, we just, you know, we have a like Cat6 cable we can plug in, so it shouldn't be a problem. Because right now it's on mobile data, and indoors, you know, mobile data is also always worse than what it would be on outside. So
this house has very thick concrete walls.
yeah.
As it is quite an old one.
Now I tend to rinse the eggs with like cold water. It's easier to peel them if you put them into cold water immediately after.
I forgot the chat. Oh no, I put my phone.
But yeah, now we need to cool down the eggs. So the eggs are coming in or going for like it's not for the filling itself, it's like afterwards, like after they come out of oven, it's like something you put on top of the Karelian pies.
Yeah.
So it's just basically butter and eggs. Is the condiment on it or whatever you'd call it.
Yeah, there was also a recipe for a vegan one, but it sounded so odd, so I didn't want to make it.
Yeah, I think it's a weird one to make. Like if you think about like what we're trying to replace, if we're replacing egg and butter with something that's vegan, like neither of those are vegan, so I'm basically inventing something completely new. So,
Yeah.
so I guess it was like, what were you expecting? There's no way you can like make egg out of anything else. And well, I know you can like replace it in like pies and stuff with just like when you're only replacing one thing. So if you have making like a pie with egg, you can use something like applesauce or something instead. But if you're making like, let's say, something that's only non-vegan, you're trying to make it vegan, it would only make like, it wouldn't be like, at best it would be close enough. But here if you have like two ingredients that you both need to be replaced, I think it's better to just sit that one out.
Yeah.
And use something completely different on it. Yeah. Citronelli and I have this thing that we especially look for comments on recipes, and like people are commenting in like, yeah, I replaced this with that and it came out horrible, 1-star rating. Because those are hilarious. When people are like, yeah, this is like a pizza recipe. I switched the dough to chocolate and it didn't come out correct. How it's your fault. Can't believe you done this. Because it's like people are crazy in there. They have like the weirdest imagination on, and then usually we have like some that, you know, the original maker of the recipe is like commenting on like, that's not the recipe, is not that, so what were you expecting? So but those are always a good laugh with how like far from reality some people are when it comes to cooking. Because like even I sometimes like spin off from a recipe, but then I'm not blaming the recipe if it like tastes wrong or came out wrong. So only if you're making it according to the recipe can you give feedback on it.
Is it burning?
I don't think it's smelling burning, but we have the window open, so it might be from outside.
Ah, that's true, yeah.
Because I don't smell anything.
Yeah, it might be from outside.
I'm hoping the rice will do the trick and that milk will disappear, but we'll see. It's not looking like it's making massive progress there. Yeah, people are so silly. Yeah, I can't remember any like good examples, because maybe Citronelli remembers some. I know there's like some in our chats when we have like sent them back and forth. But yeah, people are like delirious when it comes to those. I'm trying to think of one, like an actual example. That's my car in flames. Sheman Poraki. Oh, we can smell the smoke. Oh, you did mention that you were passing by somewhat nearby, so I guess it could be yours. The rice porridge is kind of weird to boil. It will come together right at the end, even if it looks like nothing is happening now. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, and I also remember that it like stiffens up quite a lot after you take it out. Take it like out of the heat.
But I think it should be bubbling.
And maybe add the heat a bit. But it, the water underneath is boiling.
Yeah.
So maybe we can add some more power to it.
No, with this method it might take a longer time.
Yeah, it could take a bit longer with that method.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Citroni has a favorite recipe substitution was when someone commented that they replaced Coca-Cola with Dr. Pepper or something, and the recipe writer was like, "There's no Coca-Cola in this." Yeah, that's something I remember that too. So it was like an absolutely confused commentator on like the original recipe maker was there like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, I just got on the motorway. Okay, see. So it's your smoke that we're smelling. I can't believe you've done this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We're luckily not that close to the highway, so I don't think we would actually be like smelling anything coming from there. Then it would need to be like a huge bonfire if we were to get the smoke here. But yeah, I think for the dough we need to, I think there's like a puikula, which is like a thing you can press it with, or pulikka I guess is the name. Elina can show it to you. So you roll it.
It's like a rolling pin, but it has this weird shape.
For those that played Project Jumbo know that they only last a few hits, so this should be stronger with, not the spinning thing in the middle. Yeah,
you
just me, don't worry, yeah. Very good. We wouldn't be worried for you. Hello.
You also might be hearing this creaky old chair all the time when I go up and down.
Yeah, that's a good question. Can you actually hear the sound of creaking chairs?
Creaky chair.
Yeah, let's mix the porridge. I think it's getting along now.
Okay, good. Is it bubbling?
It's a bit.
A little bit. But of course we can start with the vegan ones.
Yeah, we could start with those.
Because we have the porridge ready.
Yeah, Elina's porridge has been made already a long time ago. Because I think it also maybe did it say in the recipe that you were supposed to cool it down too? At least I think my porridge would need to be cooled down a bit. But there's also there's an egg being added to it, like one egg. It's added to the porridge when it cools down a bit. So I think we need to start with Elina's.
Yeah. I cannot see our dough.
Yeah, it says that you need to let it cool down for 10 minutes. That's on my porridge.
Okay, that's not much.
Yeah. So
not much cooling
should
down.
maybe not completely derail our schedule, because like I mentioned, we are, I think at least I mentioned the early start of the stream that we are assuming something like 3 hours for this, like at most. Whether or not we'll take the whole 3 hours, we'll see, but that's the schedule for the, Natalie C is starting at 1 p.m. our time, so in around 2 hours. So we're hoping to be finished by then.
Yeah.
To get some stream snacks. But yeah, for the eggs, there's nothing on the egg butter thing that whether or not you need to melt the butter or not. Because I think it would make it easier to mix it if it's like a bit softer. So I think
a little bit, yeah.
So I could maybe take it to the room temperature.
Yeah, I was just going to mention.
Before we start, but I don't know what kind of bowl should I make it in. Guess any bowl works.
I think that we
Let's take that one. Because I think it's half of what I bought. Because I bought like 200 grams of the butter. So the recipe is saying 100, so I'll just split it.
Okay, I think the vegan one had like 250 grams.
Okay, maybe it was a larger.
Yeah, I think it was larger.
But yeah, actually, if there's someone in chat, can you still confirm that you can hear us both like around the equal level? Because I'm tempted to repeat what Elina says. From like old habit. Because it took me some time to learn to do that, so it'll take me the same amount to unlearn it.
True.
So yeah, I'll just take half of this, half of the butter. I know that I can also like use some of it to, after they come out of the oven, to butter them with. But we'll see, because that at least I need to melt then. Okay, that's perfect. So that means that my configurations on them worked out, because I had to like pull out the manual for these microphones, and in there it was like, when it flickers like this, press the plus button and that takes it to the like the first microphone, and then if you press the minus button, that takes you to the second microphone. And I'm like,
frozen. Or have we?
Lina is saying that we might have frozen.
Or is it just my phone?
Guys, I will live.
Oh, now we are good.
Okay. Elina is making us false positives or negatives, I think. Zacharias made little pancakes yesterday and Valo helped herself to the silicone spatula with butter on it. She ate like a tablespoon worth of silicone, so she's now on paraffin oil diet for a few days. Well, for others here, Valo is a cat. But yeah, that sounds like cat activities. So, tasty silicone. So does that mean that like the Valo was biting on like this thing, and you can see that there's like missing parts of it now? So not just licking on it.
Yeah, I was imagining.
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. I think I have the
Maybe come a bit
dough.
closer.
So there is equal amount for both of us.
Yeah, you can split the dough. I'm just chopping up the butter a bit so that it starts warming up.
Ah, that's good.
Valo is the stupidest cat known to man, and she probably chewed it unusable. Okay, see, that sounds like only cat things. Very nice, but yeah, as long as it's only like a diet of those kinds, I think that's, you can like laugh about it instead of like, okay, there's like a veterinary bill of like 1,000 euros or something. So
I'll be using the scale for this. I know how much this.
can't wait for you guys to meet her. She's the sweetest brainless baby. Yeah, I'm assuming it won't be that long until we see her.
Oh yeah.
It is her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm trying to repack the butter, but since there is nothing on the other side, I think I'll just smash it.
I need calculator.
Just doing some calculations. Oh wait, you can hear her, so you heard her say hello. Luckily, I'm not just repeating the same thing, so you can it can be hidden, so that I'm just talking to myself. But yeah, you will also probably see if we do more of these cooking streams that I'm constantly washing my hands, because that's what I'm like when I'm cooking. So, like generally speaking, I don't like stuff on my hands, so I generally even wash them quite often. But especially when cooking. I'm actually curious how long I have been boiling this porridge for, because we've been live for 45 minutes now, and it was not like immediately after, but quite soon after, so I'm assuming like 30 minutes maybe.
Oh, this is really, really sticky.
Okay, so the dough is sticky, but I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's
it is
Citronelli
good.
says.
Okay.
We trust in Citronelli in this. So there's some measuring being done right now.
Oh, no.
Natalie saying, I wash my hand after touching everything too. I would believe this if I didn't hear, the Minecraft poison sounds every time you touch something flying around you. So, that takes away a bit of your credibility here. Just saying, when you touch a fly and it, does the Minecraft sound, there might be some poison involved. But yeah, that's a habit of mine. I have my stream snack. Made some strawberry cake from a box today and just iced it. Okay, you need to show
Okay.
us. Show us then. I mean,
Strawberry
like on your
cake
stream,
from
I assume,
box.
or unless you're doing it beforehand. If it's like stream snack for this stream or if it's for your own stream, I immediately assumed it's for yours. I touched the fly again today. Oof, didn't die though. So you have washed your hands today then. I see. I'm making like assumptions here, doing some quick maths. But I'm trying to find if there's something on the recipe that I can already do, because you know it does get busy when we start with the dough. So
Yeah.
if there's anything I can prepare beforehand, it would make it easier then. Imagine shaking hands with me. You know, imagine shaking hands with, you know, as a Finnish person, it's like shaking hands, and then when you're trying to like introduce yourself, you say your name and they say your name and you have no idea what the name that they just said was, because you were just like concentrating on the handshake, like going approximately like even close to correct. So there's no way you remember the name of the other person.
Yeah, that's true.
At least for me, that's the case every single time. Like even now at work, because I'm working remote, so there's like new people coming in and going out and stuff. So it's hard for me to keep track of like who's who when we have those like office days. So that's like a struggle of mine. But even then, it's like hello, 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 and then you're like, I have no idea who this is, and then you're like on Teams trying to see that if they have pictures, because you know new employees usually have pictures set up them, so they luckily do have those most of the time, so I can just go and check them there. But other than that, it's always me being completely oblivious of what they just said, concentrating 100% on shaking that hand, not being a complete buffoon doing it. But yeah, the porridge is thickening quite nicely now.
Oh, good. Very good.
But yeah, we can start with yours still.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
So, shall we do the... Which method?
I think we already agreed on the first one, what you mentioned.
The pötkylä.
Yeah, so we'll make, I think, like a larger roll of it and split it into some sections.
Yeah, okay. Because the other option would be to, you know, roll it. Is it rolling it?
Yeah,
rolling it into a quite thin... what is
like a plate.
Plate, yeah. Is it a plate?
I would say a plate.
Thin
Because
plate,
you know,
and
like
then
a steel plate is.
Yeah.
So yeah, a dough plate. Hello?
Yeah.
And then with a glass, you would like make circles out of it. But with that method, you have like excess dough that you need to then do again and again. So if you just make it into like a roll, I guess, you can just cut off and there will be no like excess. So there's like less work phases, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll try with
We are
that.
making Citronelli hungry.
Oh dear.
With our stream.
Citronelli, you need to eat something. I actually haven't ate anything yet. But then again, I've only been awake for like 2 hours now. So I guess.
I ate my breakfast already, so I'm fine.
And then I woke up earlier, so.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, guys, I will be hungry by the end of this stream, so I will be starting fights. So if there's anyone here wanting to fight, no, just kidding. Let's not fight. Oh yeah, Citronelli needs to find some microplastics. Something to munch on.
Yeah, Valo actually learned from Citronelli.
From
the
example.
plastic eating.
Yeah, I think Citronelli showed as an example of what to eat. The story is unfolding.
Yeah, Valo ate a little bit of the spatula and Citronelli ate the rest.
Yeah, I can see that that's what happened.
Bonding experience.
But yeah, so there's now flour on the table.
Yeah, we need to flour this
a bit on the dough as well. I'll again wash my hands. Whether or not I need to, I don't think. Exposed, yeah. You got caught. Can't believe this banter.
Can you take a knife?
I don't know what's a knife.
Like, you know, just ordinary.
I know in Australia they say that's not a knife.
Knife?
This is a knife. I think it's from Crocodile Dundee or whatever it's called. That's not a knife.
Is it the Irving Is it Steve Irwin?
No, that's not the guy, but yeah,
Or
that's
Stephen
also
Irwin?
that's still an Australian dude, but it's from the
Ah,
movie.
okay, it is a different.
Yeah, it's a movie about this dude with the crocodiles everywhere. I
Okay.
think it's like hunting crocodiles or something. That's what like most people in Finland get their view on Australia from, I guess, is that Crocodile Dundee movie.
Oh, we need to watch it.
Haha, Crocodile Dundee, yeah, Nat immediately knew what I meant. But yeah, that's the one scene that I remember, like him pulling like a massive knife on someone, because I think it's like something that he's on like in like New York or something in like America, and there's like some thug is coming up to him with a knife, and like I have a knife, and then that Crocodile Dundee is like, that's not a knife, this is a knife, and
Is
like
this
takes
like
out the longest stick.
4 centimeters? It is a little bit less maybe, but
That's huge, chat. Am I
it
right,
is very
guys?
good
It's
roll.
enormous, but yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I think it's good.
Good roll. Oh, okay, we can use a sharp
What
knife.
sort of knife were you asking for?
One with
Even a butter
like
knife?
Butter knife, yes. Because we do not need it to be a very sharp one. So then 2 centimeters.
I actually don't think I've seen the movie. I think I've seen like more than one of them, because I know there's like more than one, maybe 3 even. But yeah, they were one of those like Saturday, like family movie time that they were always aired in Finland, like Saturday midday, like family movies. But yeah, like I mentioned, I think that's where like most Finns get there.
I have never seen it.
Although Elina is maybe an exception, or then I'm just spinning.
Yeah. You were just watching Indiana Jones and Star Wars and such.
Same for Aki coming with the it's perfect size. I was trying to, do the meme of like guys that's like having a small length and being like, yeah, that's average. Yeah, that's average. Because that's a meme, guys. I'm one with the memes, I swear.
Saxo Bueno is a meme.
Yeah, memester. That man is me. But yeah, so far my activity has mostly been stirring the porridge. Well, I did boil some eggs too, but
Talking and stirring the porridge.
yapping.
Yapping.
Yapping very much.
This is quite unusual for a Finnish guy.
That is actually true, yeah.
Are you a Finn?
Am I even a Finn? Maybe because, in that stream there's like this ongoing thing that people ask where she's from, and, usually chat comes in with like Austria and Finland and stuff. So you guys need to come up with my origin. Am I Australian then?
Saku is actually from Sweden.
That's blasphemy. We can't tolerate that. Can't believe you've done this.
I'm spreading false.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Fake news. So how many pies will there be from half of the dough? Because that's now half of the dough that Elina is working on. I think like 15 or so.
Yeah. I think yours was like saying it's 20, but in my recipe it was like 16, I think.
Yeah, so still I think 15 plus, so like 20
Yeah.
Nat is saying, you've got me saying, I can't believe you've done this again. Very nice. I'm also the kind of like where I like the most recent stuff, and it doesn't have to even be that recent, but I always come up with like, okay, that reminds me of this and that. Like with the knife thing, that when Elina said knife, I was immediately taking to got a flashback to the Crocodile Dundee movies.
This is going to be a very chippy little.
There will be a smaller one too.
Yeah.
Or average, yeah, hello. But yeah, now we'll see Elina attempting the 16, okay. So I think 15 would have been close if maybe evenly.
Yeah, I could, spread this evenly with the other ones. But I quite like the idea of making a very small one.
Very nice. But yeah, my late grandpa was also the kind that made like sayings and had like his own.
Oh, we need the baking pan.
Oh yeah.
I think they're quite. It's not that dirty.
It's been used, chat. Can't believe this. But yeah, where do we put it? Put it on the edge of the table or on that side?
Maybe. I will take the.
Yeah, you can take it.
What was this?
It was the kitchen mixer, I guess.
Kitchen mixer, yes. We
So
are
we put this
learning
there.
new vocabulary.
Yeah, we're increasing our vocabulary.
Does
But
this-
yeah, like I think I mentioned in earlier streams, that if you guys are thinking that you have like the widest vocabulary in like another language, just start streaming in it. So you'll be taking like a step down on your arrogance. Try not to spam you guys too much with this, because I know it's loud AF. That
this
should be it. Redeem. Good day, mate. It's going on. How do you say it's going on?
is going on.
Good day, mate.
And then we
going
need the
on.
porridge. I think we need another spoon for it. Also, you know, push it. One spoon.
Yeah, can take one there.
I'll take a, no, I will take a big one. But not the biggest of them spoons. I do have a
I
little.
forget words in Finnish, let alone English. Yeah, actually I'm the same still. Like it's 50-50 whether or not I like when there's a word I'm looking for, if I like have it in Finnish either. So that will be a struggle. But the one thing I know that I will need to actually like look up is some like construction vocabulary on, because like already I was struggling both in Finnish, and then there's no way I would know what they mean in English. So
Do I sit down to do this, or you know, this would be. I'm getting the first one. We need to make a circle. We need to. Oh dear! Oh, it is becoming a circle. I don't know if we have too much flour, but maybe it is better this way.
maybe turn it around once.
You always enjoy these flour ones,
Yeah, that's a flowery one, hello.
or is it flour?
Yeah, flowery would mean like
Flour.
flowers, but
Flour.
flower, power, hello.
Yes. I think this is quite good. Maybe.
Yeah, it's somewhat.
So this
Citron
like
is saying
quite,
that dough looks really good.
quite flat little one. Oh dear, this is where it starts.
Now the challenge begins,
Yeah.
because that's I think where we get most feedback from would be on how we do this and how good they look. So you need like a spoonful of the porridge in the middle.
Yeah, this is the part where we get cancelled.
Yeah, this is where we get cancelled.
Yeah.
Citron is saying your genes are kicking in now. We'll see. Might
Yes.
be too early to say yet.
Oh, this is too much.
It might not be.
No,
Very nice.
it is.
Removing some.
My genes are saying it is too
Oh,
much.
dear.
For I need to get the flaps.
I will probably make mine too large, or like
You always
to
do.
the brim, because that's what
You
I do with like
always do.
burritos type of things. So
Yeah. Then you cry.
yeah.
And this is not very. We need to get a little. Oh,
So yeah, then you flip on the sides
then
and you pinch them. There's like we saw like different methods. 'Cause we did look this up online, so
yeah.
there's like different
Oh.
ways to do it. So you can either pinch them down, or then you can just like press them down, sort of.
Oh,
That actually looks quite good.
that looks quite good.
It's not bad.
How do I get it?
So there
Ta-da!
you have a rye boat
Rye boat.
with porridge in the middle.
Yeah,
But yeah, those are what we'll be making today.
it was quite easy.
Yeah, it didn't look too hard.
Maybe we should do this more often. I don't. Well, yeah, keep it
Yeah,
there. Because they will not rise. We didn't put anything in that would make it
yeah,
rise.
there's no yeast or no
Yeah.
baking powder, so there's nothing to make them like puffy.
Yeah. It's only
Yeah, Nat is saying, I was wondering how you get the pinched edges. Yeah, it's just pressing. But I think every one of them, because like I mentioned, they were like pinching and then they were pressing and stuff. So they were mostly like using the the first finger, whatever that's called. So they were either pinching with both their thumb and their first finger, or then just pressing down with the one finger. But I think everyone we saw were doing it so that they first folded the sides and then they started from the middle. So I don't think we saw anyone doing it so that they would start from anywhere else than the middle. So they always go from the middle upwards and then from the middle downwards. So I guess that's like an important factor there. Only the dumbass mistook the flour for the dough for a bit. Very nice. But you did mention you made them earlier today, so now I'm getting more suspicious. If you're already mixing these things up, how did you make 6 earlier? Also, 6 is an interesting number to make since, you know, they are quite small. Well, it depends on the size. I know some make like larger ones too, like proper Viking boats instead of, you know, just normal rowing boats. But yeah, my porridge is getting better. Getting better by the minute.
I think I should make the base or the crust a little bit thinner. It's becoming quite the floury ones.
Floury boys.
But I'm a little bit afraid of making them so thin.
Oh, dear. Stress is getting to Elina now.
Yes.
Pressure is on. I may have replaced some ingredients like the porridge with the Vegemite and the dough with a slice of bread and the oven with a toaster. But still, if you said it like that, it would make it seem that you would like fill them first and then put them on the toaster. Or can you do that? It depends on the... Well, that would be like a sandwich press, I guess, if you would bake them with like the fillings inside. But yeah, I guess like...
Oh, this did not become circle. Oh dear. I think yours will become much prettier.
But then it's me doing them, so...
Ah, that's true. We're good. We're good.
Elina agreed to that a bit too fast. Should not be offended. Yeah, that's true. They will look like shit because it's you making them. Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
That'll be good.
Who needs enemies with girlfriends like this? Wait. Hello, hello. Yeah, my porridge is getting quite thick now. I know it gets like also like a bit thicker when it starts cooling down, so I don't think you need to boil it for that much longer. I guess it's like on the schedule as well. We've been streaming for an hour now, and I think it wasn't like within the first, maybe it was in like the first 15 minutes, but I don't think any faster than that we got I got the porridge there. So I'm assuming it's been like 40 minutes now.
Yeah, mine took like 40 minutes to make, but
yeah,
of course I didn't use the
steaming
water
thing.
steaming, or it's not, well, it's not steaming per se, but I will try to make this because I want the end to rise, so I don't have to, you know, because when the experienced ladies were doing them, their ends rose like very nicely.
We'll see if they'll be prettier the more we make them, so we can have them like in order. Like where's the first one, what's the second one? I can actually show you guys like what are they looking like right now.
Yeah.
On the baking pan, I think you can see it.
Make it.
I would tilt it a bit. I don't want to tilt it too much, but
They will fall down.
Yeah, I'll throw them on the carpet. Yes, enough. You can eat the ones on the carpet. Hello.
It's
5 second
fine.
rule. 5 second rule. Yeah, Frutat is saying I may have gotten the steps wrong. Do 10. Yeah, I think you need to, you know, maybe do them again now that you know the order of things. That looks great. Yeah, I think they look better than either of us expected.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Yeah, my porridge is also getting quite thick. I will let it be there for maybe a few minutes more. I guess that's it then.
I seem to have a problem with making the crust circle, but
the rats can eat off the floor. Yeah, that's just, you know, ambushing here. They see
yes.
that we drop them there and they immediately go for it. Jump after it. But it will be interesting to see the amount of filling we have, because we've never done this before. And it would be like, for me at least, it will be interesting to see how much, if any, is left.
I think there will be quite a lot.
I would assume
left.
also that there will be quite a lot left. It of course depends on how ambitious you are with the filling, so I might not have any left, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm quite sure you will fit the rest in the
last one.
Last one, yeah. Yeah, always do.
Yeah, the last one will be
Always
a
do.
different kind from the others. But Elina seems to have gotten the pinching technique.
Yeah, I'm just pinching.
So maybe the genes did kick in, the Karelian roots.
Maybe I will not get assassinated.
We'll see how much cancellation we'll be getting. I think we'll do in like 3 rows.
Yeah,
I think there will be enough space for, or maybe ones need to be on. We'll see.
we'll see.
They
we'll
can
see.
quite easily move them, so
Yeah.
as they're not sticking on the baking sheet.
I'm interested to hear if the creaking.
Oh yeah, it's the chair
because-
creaking comes through.
Yeah, because it creaks while I'm
Yeah, it creaks
rolling
quite
it.
a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, time wise, it looks like we're like ahead of schedule.
Yeah, but that's good. We can
Yeah,
just,
better that way.
at the end we can just eat the Karelian
Yeah, we'll
rice
have to
and
do some taste tests and stuff.
yeah.
But then I guess I could peel the eggs. The eggs for the egg butter thing. There was a trick of how to peel them easily. I saw, was it maybe TikTok or, well, I'm rarely on TikTok, so it had to be like Instagram
I
Reels.
sent it for you on Instagram.
Yeah, so it was on Instagram, but it could have been like originally from TikTok still.
Yeah.
So you put the egg inside like a normal drinking glass, like 2 deciliter glass, and then you shake it in the, after it has been cooled down, so you still need to do the cold water for this to work. And then when you spin it around, it should be easier to peel. I actually usually take a paper to peel them on, so I'll just do that this time as well. The thing I'm still thinking is whether or not I should heat the butter a bit so that it would be smoother, but the container I put them in is metallic, so I can't use the microwave for that.
Oh dear.
But then now for the peeling action, it should come loose quite easily. There are differences on like eggs too, and I know some people don't like. I put my eggs in the fridge, and that makes it a bit harder to peel them off. So I've heard. So there are some differences to this. Nothing tilts me as much as completely wrecking the egg when I'm peeling it. So let's hope there's no destruction accidents here.
It's stuck. Oh dear. I will just.
It's not going too good yet, I have to say. Maybe the trick I showed wasn't that good. Hello? No, it's just me blaming the trick when it's me to blame. Can't believe I've done this.
I'm also interested to hear if you can hear the birds singing outside.
I would assume not, but
Yeah, most likely not.
yeah, it is possible.
But it is quite nice.
But I also always rinse my eggs afterwards to get all the peels and stuff on it, because in Finland we have this, I think it's like the world's cleanest tap water, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, I think even foreigners when they come for a visit can drink it.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing in there, so
Yeah. Because in many countries it is like that the locals can drink it, but
yeah, that is true.
foreigners should not.
Yeah,
But in Finland it is safe.
yeah, because in like some countries there's like some microbes and stuff that the locals are used to, but
Yeah.
in Finland we have none of that, so it's just clean. I think we've had, like, historically speaking, there's been like a few accidents where something has gone to the drinking water, but
Yeah.
those are like maybe 20-30 years apart, like, so it's generally speaking there's nothing to worry about. Like the odds of that happening are extremely low. And they have, like, of course, things measuring it, so they do inform you of it quite fast too, that now you need to start using Usually I think it was like you need to start using boiled water now.
Yeah.
But so you could still use it, but you just have to boil it beforehand. But like I said, it's like been 20 years or so since that happened last.
Yeah,
So it's rather common.
during my lifetime, I think it's only happened to where my grandma lived.
Yeah.
So we just brought a lot of water from our home.
No birds in my ears, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's quite quiet.
Yeah, it is.
You can hear it here, but I don't think the microphone is picking up. It's not like the pheasants on our plot.
No.
That make quite a ruckus.
Oh, now I get smoke.
But yeah, the downside of living in an old house like this is that they have not banned smoking.
No.
So that's why there's sometimes smoke coming in from if you open the windows.
Yeah.
So the neighbors are smoking on their balconies. So you get the smoke then in here as well. Because I think in newer houses, like if you build a house now and move into a newer one, they like almost, I would say 100% of them have like banned smoking. They have like a specific spot you need to go to if you want to smoke. So like outdoors far enough from the building. But in here in the older places, you would need to get like an agreement from every house, like every apartment in the building for that to pass. And since there are people who smoke, they will never agree to it.
Yeah.
So it's like impossible to ban it afterwards. But yeah, there's only one more egg to peel. I think we need to. Do we have an egg slicer? I think we do.
We do. It is on the bottom.
Okay, so I'll just take it from there.
Oh. Whatever it is. I think it was on the far back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see it there. So you can either cut these eggs up like by hand or like squash them with a fork. But I think I will start with like slicing them because we do have an egg slicer. I'll just use that. So there will be less work. Because what you need to know about me is that I'm always looking for the lazy way. Like anything I'm doing. If there's a way to save work, I will always use it. As long as it doesn't affect the end result, sort of. Yeah, that's the last egg. I had a grandma living next door to me in Kajon Harju who would smoke weed on her balcony ground floor every Sunday morning. That's a interesting grandma you had there. Also, like, I love it how it's like Sunday activities for her.
Yeah.
Like some people go like, especially older people here, they go for like a Sunday drive, There's like this meme that, old people are stuck in like making traffic when they're doing their Sunday drives, but that grandma had a different Sunday activity, it seems. But yeah, that's a wholesome story, not just kidding. Wholesome grandma.
Wholesome grandma indeed.
But yeah, I'm still debating whether or not I should, because the butter hasn't done anything. Maybe if I check it with a fork, how runny it will be. Because I don't want to like heat it too much either. Because I don't, it said nothing about like melting it. So actually, it is quite soft. Maybe you can see. So I squashed it a bit with a fork, so I can also watch it doing.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it is
very good.
somewhat doable, like in a working consistency.
Yeah.
So it should be fine. Then I just need to check if there's anything else. I know that there's like rajusta. I don't know what that's in English. Maybe the
Cottage
package.
cheese.
Cottage cheese, okay. So there's some of that also added to it.
Or is it cottage
Traditional.
cheese? Maybe. I have never tasted one with the cottage cheese.
Yeah, I don't think we made them. I think my parents might have made them like a few times with the cottage cheese, but definitely not something I'm used to, so it would be interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even know it is a thing.
Oh, I see. I've washed this peeler thing since it's been there unused for quite some time, so I'll just rinse it with water.
Okay.
And now we'll do some egg slicing.
When I was little, my mother used to do this egg butter quite often. Well, not often, but you know, once a month maybe.
Yeah.
You would eat Karelian bison.
Yeah, this is
Egg
definitely
butter.
thing I link to Karelian pies as well.
Yeah.
I've never eaten it like otherwise. Classic weight loss thing.
Yeah, it is.
I see.
Yeah, the cottage cheese, yes, that is. But maybe not in an egg butter, but would imagine.
With less butter, mayhaps, yeah. So I'm just slicing the eggs twice, so I make them in like longer thingies. Because I don't think it like lasts so that I could like slice it for the third time. Maybe I could, let's see. It's hard to pick them up. Struggling. Can't believe I've done this. It's on the table now. Yeah, I don't think this third time is making much. It's doing much. Didn't do any harm, I guess.
My friend has this old Karelian cooking book, and it has like vegetarian options, but everything contains at least 100 grams of pig fat.
Yeah.
It was-
Yeah, like butter, I would assume.
no, it is not butter.
Oh yeah,
It's
you mean
ihra.
pig. Oh yeah, pig. Yeah.
Pig fat.
So pork.
Pork fat, yes.
Fat. I see. Yeah, so that's the vegetarian but not
Yeah.
vegan option there.
But you know, it's the east part of Finland.
Yep.
Was known for having a very much like strokes and heart disease. I wonder why.
Yeah, strokes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, strokes and heart diseases. Yeah. So maybe the extremely fatty foods had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Perhaps. No commentary. I'm focusing on trying not to spill all the egg everywhere. But I did spill it, Helen. But yeah, I think they say that in US right now the eggs are extremely expensive. So if there's
Yeah.
anyone from US watching, maybe you need to wait a second before you start making this. But you know, that's all.
And there
Of
were
the
on the
eggs.
news that the US is trying to get eggs from Finland also.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, but there is not enough egg production in Finland to
Yeah,
send
yeah,
there, and the logistics would be quite
But they do
interesting
last
also.
quite some time, so I guess
Well,
you
that
could
is true, yeah.
bring them by boat. But then again, I don't know if they last that long.
Yeah.
Like months or so. How long does it take for a shipping container boat go there?
Yeah. But if I remember correctly, the biggest problem was that the production is
Yeah,
not
that's what I would assume, that they're
as
not.
big here, you know.
They've not like assumed that they need to make it,
Yeah.
like to export it. But then now I have all the egg in there, and then I would need the cottage cheese. Nat is saying I think we have an egg shortage in Australia at the moment. I see. So I think that's the reason for the increased prices in US as well. I don't think we have anything like that here. I don't think, at least I've never heard of, or haven't heard of it being a situation here.
I think the bird flu is, problem here also, but not to that extent.
Yeah, because that's, from my understanding, if there's any US people here, they can correct me on this, but from my understanding, the biggest issue there is that it's like a lot of the chickens have died because of the bird flu.
Yeah, it is the bird flu, yeah. That's my understanding also.
So now I'm just mixing this thing. So the butter and the eggs, the boiled eggs. I would have maybe preferred the butter to be a bit more runny, but I guess it works. I will show you when it's done, maybe. Hopefully. If it doesn't look too bad, I will show you.
You will just hide it.
No, I will hide it.
You will eat it in secret.
I will never show you anything, chat. Embarrassed. No, I think it's coming along quite fine.
You know, when I'm done with my Karelian pies, I might eat the rest of the rice porridge with some jam.
So here's what it's looking right now. Looking like, I think you can see it. So it's just, egg and butter. So there's nothing fancy in there, but then I need the cottage cheese. Actually, I could maybe take the porridge out, since it's been there for... Oh yeah, it's done for sure.
Okay, yours is good.
Yeah, they said to cool it down for a bit and then add an egg. So I'll just take it off. Guess we can take the lid off as well. Because there was one egg needs to be added here. That's something I didn't know before I started this, or before I looked at the recipe. Stream title suggestion: Finnish man brutally uses 5 eggs for one dish while others starve. I see there's like a theme going on with these stream suggestions by Citronelli, and I think they're all like making me the villain. Can't believe you do this. Can't believe.
Yeah, Saku definitely is the villain of the
No,
house.
that's Nat. Nat is always the villain, so...
Oh, but Nat does not live here.
That is true.
So we need another
So
villain.
this is what the porridge is looking like. It's somewhat stiff, which is good. So I guess we did a successful one here. But now we need to let it cool for a bit and then add an egg. Egg to it. Egg to a... Then I'll take the cottage cheese. It said 200 grams and it's a 500 gram box, so we need to be creative. Or we do have a scale, so we don't need to be creative. So let's take the scale.
Yeah, better use the scale. I don't think these are going to fit. I need to get them a little bit closer to each other.
And don't be sad. There's also like better emotes for being sad here. You have the white people sad. Yes, you have the same ones as you do. But I was actually on that topic. Porridge on Herkulinen. Porridge is puuro with 2 U's.
Puuro.
P-U-U-R-O. Puuro.
It is very Finnish thing. We have many different kind of porridges.
Yeah, that is true. That one is rice porridge, but then we have like oat and rye and... There's even chocolate porridge, but I think what's that based on? Is it still like... Is it...
I think it is like a manna.
Yeah, manna, but I can't remember
what's from wheat, I think.
So a certain type.
Yeah.
So I'll just add 200 grams of this cottage cheese. I'll try not to put on the liquid, because it's in like a juice, like in a milky type of thing. So I'll try to strain it as best I can with the spoon, because we don't want it to be wet. So we'll do our best. It's also, the amount is quite a lot, so I might have to pour some of the liquid out. We're living dangerous times now.
Oh, can you then turn the oven on?
Oh yeah, we need the oven. But it's luckily we have quite a fast oven, so
yeah, we do.
That shouldn't slow us down. What was the temperature? Do I need to check that?
250.
Okay, so it's quite hot.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Puuro almost valkoinen. Almost would be melkein. M-E-L-K-E-Y-N, I guess is how you... The hard for me on those is like trying to pronounce the English characters. Because in Finnish, if I was to say how to pronounce melkein or how to like spell it, it would be M-E-L-K-E-I-N, and in English it would be M-E-L-K-E-Y. No, Y, not wait, not Y, it's I, yeah, Melkein, yeah. Yeah, I'm literally coming in with the typing clutch. So, maybe not ask me to say the characters. Can't believe I can't do this. I remember in school you were like when we were learning English, you had to like learn how to spell your name, which I guess is quite like a useful thing if you consider like going abroad and like someone asks how to spell it. That would be like somewhat an easy thing to come across. So at least something useful was taught in the school. It's getting crowded.
It's getting crowded. And I have my little chippy one.
There's the smallest still coming.
It's for the rats. Or is it for me?
Yeah, the rats will take all the others. Just take this one. 250.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know about your
Oh yeah, we can check
your
on
recipe.
my recipe.
But I would imagine it is the same.
Probably, yeah.
Because the crust needs to be quite crunchy.
It says 275 to 300 degrees
Oh dear.
for 15 minutes. That's also quite a time.
Yeah.
We can put it, I think, as high as it goes, I think is maybe the 275.
Yeah.
So we can put it there. But then now I added the cottage cheese, so now I need to mix it up again. And that should be done.
Oh dear, it is not that pretty, but it is. It's quite floury. There is the small boy. So does this mean that I can relax now?
Oh dear. Now I need to start yapping.
Yeah. I'm not so good at that.
But yeah, now this isn't the filler, because like Elina, I have the rice porridge as the filling stuff, but this is the sort of like a condiment, I guess, on top of it. So that's the cottage cheese, butter and boiled eggs. So it doesn't look like much, but it is, like it does taste good, since you know it mostly tastes like butter. That's no good. So, but I guess like if you like think what like all of these will be tasting like, it's mostly butter, because there's hardly any like spices. Because in the vegan version of this like egg butter thing, there was like chili powder on it. On one
It was
recipe.
optional.
Yeah, it was optional, but still like it was an interesting take, because like this has nothing like spicy wise when you do the traditional one. So it was an interesting take. But I guess like most of the Karelian foods are mostly like not spicy and just buttery or like greasy at least. Like you mentioned, it might be like pork fat and
Very
not
hearty.
butter. So greasy stuff.
Oh, your porridge is looking good.
I think I showed chat the porridge already. So
Yeah.
it's looking quite good. I need to cool it down still, because I know if I put in an egg right now, it starts to like cook the egg.
It will be cooked.
Yeah, chat will be cooked. But yeah, time-wise, I think we're still on schedule.
Yes, quite nicely.
So it's 1.5 hours until
Yeah, halfway there.
Nat starts. Assuming Nat is on schedule, but she's rarely out of schedule, so.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I think I will. How much do I have for it there? I will.
We want to be cooked.
What?
Nat's just saying that chat wants to be cooked.
Oh dear.
I thought you wanted to be fed.
Was this one left? This much left. There.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, it is quite a lot.
Interesting. We'll see. We'll compare mine then. Because we should have the same amount. Because like my pot is a lot smaller, so it looks like there's more on mine, but I think we have the same amount. Because you had also like a liter of liquid, right? And 2 deciliters of rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same amount. Because it's also the same rice.
But I think yours might be much easier to work with because it didn't look so sticky. Of course, it has not been on the off the stove so long.
Yeah, it could like become sticky as well.
Yeah,
but also there's the egg
might.
will be added, which is like I mentioned earlier, it's new to me because I've never done this before. I would have not like guessed it myself if someone would have like asked what do you add to the rice porridge before it's like done for the Karelian pies. I would never have guessed an egg be added, but that's the case.
Yeah, because egg isn't added when you make a rice porridge during Christmas time.
Yeah, I don't think ever. Like if you just eat plain rice porridge, even with like jams or like sauce or something like that, there's never like an egg added to it.
No.
So that's why that took me by surprise.
Rice porridge is a Finnish, traditional Finnish Christmas food.
Yeah, there's like a tradition on that. There's one like it's not peanut.
Almond.
Almond, yeah. Almond is hidden there, so there's like one whole almond in there, like the pot of porridge, and whoever finds the almond, it's a reward of some kind, I guess.
Yeah, maybe reward, or do they get the, I don't know, wish? Usually it is some kind
I think it's usually some kind of reward, like a chocolate thing or something like that. So there's like a tradition of everyone trying to fish out the almond, hoping that it's in their plate. So that's a winter or Christmas tradition in some households. And I remember that even in school they had it. So that there was like in elementary school, that when the Christmas came and there was the rice porridge, the chef or whatever you call that person doing the cooking there, that they hid one almond there and there was like a small reward. I think it was like a chocolate bunny or something like that. Yeah, I think similar to that.
In my elementary school we got a little ice cream.
Okay, yeah. So the reward could differ, of course,
but I don't think after elementary school there was the.
Yeah, I only think it was on the elementary, because like most of the traditions like Christmas time are for kids. Yeah. So they're not like that hip and cool and in when you're in like middle school. So when you're like 12, like 13 or so.
And I would imagine that they do not do it, nowadays anymore in most schools. Because
they have centralized kitchens a lot in elementary schools. Yeah. So back when I was in elementary school, we had our own, like the school I went to had their own kitchen. But even then in that school, that when the person doing that was like retired, they no longer hired a new person there. They instead got the centralized kitchen.
Okay.
And that means that the food is like brought in from a larger kitchen. So I don't think there's the almond thing in there anymore.
No.
Because if you had like an almond thing, and it was like a centralized kitchen that took the food everywhere, like all the schools in the city, how would they know if there's like the almond in every school then?
Yeah, and of course, there is I think the bigger problem is with the allergy.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, there's like maybe more allergies and stuff. Yeah, maybe you can be. I don't know if you can be allergic to almonds. I guess that would be a thing.
It is when you have a nut allergy, you cannot eat almonds.
Okay, so it goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know with some like peanuts in Finland, it's crazy because some like peanuts are not peanuts. In Finland, the name pähkinä can be used for some stuff that's not like actually peanut. So
is it?
Yeah. So there's like some stuff that's not like you can't be allergic to because you're a peanut allergy, but it's still like the name has peanut in it. So there's like weird stuff there. Okay. So that's why I was curious if it's like almond is still something you can be allergic to. But it makes sense.
It is like peanuts, and is it tree nuts?
Yeah, I guess those. But yeah, I guess it's then my time to start.
It's your time.
It's still a bit warm, so.
I can just relax now. Except
you're in the way, so you need to stand somewhere. But where's the dough?
Yeah. Dough is just there.
Let's see.
Let me take mine. Because I like to sit down. Are you going to stand up or?
We'll see. I think I'll sit down. Sorry about the spam. I assume you heard the plastic crinkling sound. Me again washing my hands alone. But yeah, I guess I will do the splitting of the dough before I add the egg to the rice porridge, because I'd like it to cool down for as long as it can. I'm also curious how hot the oven is. It's not hot enough yet.
No.
Let's see if I can sit down. Hello? Chat, I'm down here. But yeah, so you put some flour on it.
Yeah, it is very sticky, so you need to put quite a lot.
Let's see if I can get it out of here. Success. And then you made like a bar of it.
Yeah, just roll it.
But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not the kind of person that likes getting their hands dirty, so can't say I'm enjoying this part too much. No pressure. I see.
Pressure.
So my ancestry is not like pressuring me right now like Elina's. I think I have the same pressure, if not like even more pressure now that I saw Elina do so well in it with hers. But yeah, I think the question is how thick do we need to have this thing?
It is like approximately 4 centimeters thick.
4 centimeters. I'm only used to working with thicker stuff. Hello. That went straight away. Is that still too thick? Because I think
I don't
depends
think
on
it is.
like
It's
how.
quite good. Mine was about that thickness also. And then 2 centimeters,
2
about
centimeters.
those
Somewhere
slices.
like here.
Of course, you do it like making lines from the middle and then
Yeah,
middle and middle.
middle and middle. Yeah. You get like an even amount too, but this we can just work with it. Because I don't think it like matters here so much that whether these are like the same size or not, as long as they're not like completely different size. Because I think they will cook still. Like they will bake regardless.
Oh, I don't think I showed my pies.
Oh yeah, the before oven reveal.
Yeah. There they are.
You can also censor my attempts.
They are quite okay, I would say.
Yeah, I think you quickly got the hang of it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I'm as
But
fast.
it wasn't as smooth as what on the videos.
Yeah, there's those, it takes like hundreds and hundreds of them to get that easy.
Yeah.
To make it look easy and for it to be no pressure.
And then you need quite a lot of the flour to make it not stick to the table while you are rolling it. I think I need more tea.
Yeah, Citrunelli saying the dough looks like mantelimassa right now.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that in English? Is it like almond paste or?
Or is it? It's not quite the same as marzipan.
Yeah, but it's similar to marzipan, I guess.
Yeah.
If that's an English word.
Let us see.
Yeah, Citrunelli is again hungry there. Have you not gotten anything to eat?
No plastic left.
Yeah, there's no micro or macro plastics left for her to eat. I had actually forgotten about this running joke of ours that you eat plastic.
Oh dear.
But good thing Elin reminded me. But yeah, I would need to make them circles, so I'm not doing a great job like starting out. Let's see. This guy is not a circle. Maybe it identifies as a circle. Let's hope.
I think you need to shape them a little bit before you start.
Yeah, I think we need to make them into a ball first. That would maybe make it easier. How thin do you make them? Is there some?
Quite thin, yeah. But I would flip it. It might be stuck to the table.
It could never.
I think you need more flour. There is more.
Yeah. I know. There's already flour on me as well, so that's good. But yeah, it's my first one, guys. You can't judge too fast. I will improve, I swear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
tea time.
But yeah, next one we'll shape by hand a bit before we start this. Maybe that's... I'm mentally on my way to the store, but I can't be bothered to get up yet. Also need to be here to see you fail. Can't believe this. Can't believe you said that. But yeah, this will be an awful job to get. We'll see. It's not like...
Yeah, this is the part where the
This is the part where I fail.
begins.
This is the part, guys. You are here to witness my failures.
Oh, I need.
I never thought it would start with like cooking stuff. I was like completely certain that there will be failures on my part, but I wasn't assuming it would be the cooking one that gets me first. Because doing the construction, there will surely be places that we'll have to redo stuff. Let's see how tilted I will be at those times. But yeah, I will add the egg to the porridge so that I can fill that thing, that abomination.
Oh, oven is ready.
Yeah, oven just good.
Get my tea.
So the egg. Once again, we need an egg.
Okay, here we go.
Oh dear, Elina is boiling water. That thing is loud.
You might not hear it that well. There goes.
So it was 15 minutes.
15 minutes. I will put 10.
So guys, we need to crack some eggs. Only that one though. Question for Citronelli about the store. Is it still open like the same as... Because you know it's like Easter Monday now, is it not? So I think they are like maybe open less than like they usually are, but I would assume they are open now and until like quite late. Because I think one thing in Finland that not every country has is that our stores are quite available, so they are open quite early and quite late, and even on like national holidays they are still open. Because I know in some countries like every Sunday the stores are like all of the stores are closed, so we don't have that here.
It used to be in Finland also.
Yeah, that's true.
Totally not.
But it's not been like that for tens of years now.
Yeah, maybe 10, 15 years.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Oh, you need also. Oh.
Ah, there's a dirty pan.
It's good.
Can't believe I get the dirty one.
I also got dirty one.
Zacharias just took bread out of the oven. This is now 4D stream since I can smell baked good while watching. Does it smell the same? Can you identify the Karelian? I'm gonna try not to spam the microphone, Jesus Christ. You have a microphone, don't spam it with the paper. Be gentle with it.
But you know, they need to hear.
Oh, they don't. That they don't want to hear. Anything else, perhaps? Yeah, S-Market is open from 9 to 22 today, instead from 7. Gentle paper ASMR. Yeah, I don't think there was anything gentle, and I think she's still going at it. I don't know why. So.
But I need to spread it.
But you guys asked for Elina microphone, so there's only you to blame for this.
Not gentle.
No gentle activities here. So I will do, like I mentioned, I will do the how much can you fill it and still still make it. We're doomed, guys.
Oh dear.
We're absolutely doomed. There's no way I can do this, but that's not gonna work. The upper part is easy because it's like so bad. Guys, I might need some more practice. I was counting on it to stretch a bit, but it doesn't stretch at all.
No.
So
How are you going to lift it?
I will lift it with my hands.
There is also the spatula, but you can lift it. I will bring it.
Guys, I will absolutely die with this.
Oh dear. It's very good.
Guys, I swear. Oh dear. Dear God. These guys will spill the insides all everywhere.
There.
That's a cannoli. I think that is accurate.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I will be making. Karelian cannoli. But yeah, let's start with a more round shape this time. Maybe that'll be the meta. Nat is already laughing. Can't believe you'd laugh at me. This is my first one. You said no pressure and then you're immediately laughing on my first failure. Let's see if I improve it. If this one is the same, we can then laugh together, because then we know what will be ahead of us for all of these.
Oh, that's looking better.
But yeah, it's more rounded this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely known for overfilling all of the like burrito stuff and those kind of things. So
Yep.
I think it was more than
Yes,
assumed.
everything we have baked together or cooked, you have overfilled.
Yeah.
Even with your pizzas.
Yeah, I can also blame the chat phone for being in the way. So I can hardly see, you know, what I'm doing. So it's all your fault, really. There's only you to blame. Are any of these excuses going through? Is any of this working? It's a bit sticky on the table, huh?
Yep.
Dios mío. Send help. Is police again coming in helping? Frugality, are you coming? You helped us on the plot last stream. But yeah, I need more flour for the next ones.
Yep.
Because I don't like them floury, so that's why I like try to skim on it. But now I'm seeing that I maybe shouldn't.
Yeah, better not.
Because it's sticking quite angrily. Let's see how the filling part goes this time. Do we put any less? Definitely not. Not a chance.
All.
Not a chance, guys. Another one.
No, you didn't need any more.
More.
No.
Stretch it out more while rolling. Is it not good enough?
But then you will just add even more filling.
Yeah, that would mean that
And
there's
you
more
have
space
just,
for filling. These might not be as beautiful as Elina made them, but
What am I doing?
there it is, boys. There we have it.
It's better than the other. The first
Yeah,
one.
it is a better one for sure, but maybe we can laugh at it together now. But yeah, making them a ball first, I think, is the meta.
I want to taste my porridge. Can I get to the spoons?
Beautiful, yeah. Yeah, Shanghai porridge knows what's the important parts. You know, it's the filling. You need more of it. So that's where the beauty comes in with like enough of the filling.
Yeah, this tastes like Karelian pie filling.
I wonder how fast the like professionals that make these are. Well, I think they're made by machine mostly, I guess. Or are they made by hand still?
I don't know.
I actually don't know either. Yeah. I'd assume there are at least like some parts of it are made by machines, but
Yeah.
which parts we would know.
I would imagine they do these circles.
Yeah, they would probably use some kind of press to make them.
Yeah.
To get them like even sized and all that stuff. So here we have another one. A little bit more.
No.
A little bit. We need to use all of the porridge. It's not Christmas time, I can't eat it plain, you know. Maybe we will do some side-by-side comparison at the end and you can see the difference between our works. Mine are looking a bit risky with how they slop on the table. This one actually is a bit full. Let's see if it works there. It already spat out some of the porridge. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Too much filling.
Not enough filling is what Elin just said, yes. Luckily you can't hear her, so wait a second.
You can hear me munching.
Oh yeah, there's nice porridge eating ASMR from Elina.
Yeah, I'm trying to eat it quietly. It is quite good.
But yeah, we are way ahead of schedule if you think that yours will be out of oven in like 10 minutes or so, I guess.
Yeah. Because I do not know, will the alarm sound be off or not?
If you have it on like do not disturb, I think alarms still come through.
Yeah, I would
like
imagine.
Those that you set
so.
yourself.
Let's see. It will go off like in under minutes.
But I think yours was for 10 minutes first to see. Yeah. These are not really that round. Maybe I'm going for speed more than quality here. My hungriness is starting to show.
Hurry. You will just start eating mine.
Yeah. Because they are prettier, you know.
Yeah.
Because I know you can't eat mine, so I still have all of mine. Okay, so that's the alarm for you guys. Which way should I make? Maybe like here.
My friend just sent me a message saying that she noticed we are making Karelian pies and she is a master Karelian pie maker.
Oh dear. So there's some judgment going on.
No, it was not a judgment. It
should be some on the table already.
They are quite dry looking, but I think you should just. I don't know. Do you butter them or?
Yeah, I don't know about the vegan ones.
After that, I was planning on using some of your spread, sandwich spread. Or is it margarine?
Yeah.
Margarine.
God damn, the filling is not filling. Maybe your friend should have joined in when you were doing this and, not at this time of me trying to.
I think we definitely should have gotten her to join us and, teach us how to do this.
That would also have been a nice one, yeah. There would have been less abominations maybe then. That wasn't as bad as the before ones. Speed over quality, yeah.
I think yours are getting better, mine were not.
Bogus is a master Karelian pie eater, yeah.
Oh,
I think I would
okay.
also maybe be better at eating than I am at making, but maybe we'll do some taste testing at the end of the stream, hopefully. But maybe that's something that could, I don't know, if it's like 15 minutes in the oven.
Oh,
I think we
I
have
forgot
time.
the timer. Oh. I think it would be like 3 minutes.
Also, hello,
still.
Bogus.
Hello.
But there's already flour on my lap and I'm struggling, guys. I was never expecting, my genes are failing me. Can't believe they've done this.
Oh, I forgot my tea.
This one looks larger than the ones before.
Might be. Oh, you're getting a small one. Is the small one getting the rest of the porridge?
Yeah, the smallest one will get all that's left. That's why I'm trying to fill these to the brim so that the small one doesn't need to suffer. But yeah, it's an interesting invention of like, just making like these sorts of shells but with porridge in them.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with this.
They also kind of fill it with like smashed potato.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. There's like different types.
Is it like turnips or such? And I think it is still quite usual to see ones with a little bit of carrot shredded
Yeah.
in the filling.
Picking them up is also a hard one, but I think this one's so far the best one I've made.
That is quite good.
It's also not like extremely filled, so maybe there is some truth to that. Maybe, just maybe.
Next time we should do, maybe cinnamon buns. Or
I don't think I've made them ever, maybe. Or maybe, at school have had to make them.
maybe next time you can start.
Oh dear. Oh dear. But yeah. So who from chat got inspired and will do these? Because we're here to inspire, to influence.
Yeah.
But then again, you don't know anything about how they taste yet, so might be a bit early to ask.
I love your rolling.
I have made my own method of like rolling this. Just from the sides,
Of course, I do think my technique was not
Yeah,
that much better, but
I'll have to go back on the VODs and check yours.
we need to start practicing this.
Yeah, yearly tradition of
Yeah.
failing at this.
Maybe instead of me making sourdough bread, we could start making Karelian pies every weekend. Oh,
Nat got inspired to eat. I guess that's a way to inspire as well, so I take that. It's better than, what Citronelli is doing, just not going to the store. Although she did have fresh bread, so I guess she's good as well. But yeah, it's a big one. It's again extremely round one. It looks like a Minecraft. It's a block. The porridge is also getting runnier, which is weird. So I was assuming the opposite to happen. Again, too much filling. Hello?
just want to check
More
the
is
recipe.
more. Can you mute it?
It is your
Just
fault.
press the
Which?
side of the phone. Where you open the lock, you can just press that one. And then I will come and press it for you. So.
Is it?
Yeah, it's that. Closed.
I'm scared
There's
to
no
do anything.
time to answer phone calls while on stream, so I will call him back.
But I was going to check the recipe for disaster.
But yeah, so far this one is again, I think, looking pretty much the same as the earlier one. Just picking them up also like messes them up a bit. So I would maybe have something to scoop it with. Would be better. Yeah, they're as pretty as with Elina. What Elina ended up with. But they are maybe improving. Ever so slightly.
Are starting to get ready.
Fresh cinnamon buns, can't have that in the house or I'll eat them all. So now it sounds like you're a master of eating cinnamon buns as well. Is there anything you can't eat? The construction looks like fun. I have to ask what construction are you referring to? We've done very little construction so far.
Construction of Karelian pies.
Oh, you mean this? Like making these pies?
We're getting a little bit sun. I need to just close it.
What?
Because we are getting a sun
Yeah,
on
I
that
think it
table. I
matches.
don't think this is bad. Maybe not.
It's okay.
It's okay, yes.
Yeah, I just prefer that there's some air coming in. It's not as hot with the oven blasting on me. Yeah, putting them together. Yeah, this is like an interesting activity, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I don't know many foods that require like this level of assembly. Because like pizza and stuff, you just make it into a round thing and then fill it. This one you have to do some folding, some origami.
Origami. Yeah, Karelian origami.
Yeah, Karelian origamis.
Yes, I think mine are ready now. I think I'll just... Oh, hot air. There.
Guys, what is happening? Can't believe you said this.
Okay, this is right what they are looking right now. They're moving, but I do need to butter them up. So
I'm again going with too much filling, guys. Classical me.
just
Hello. Maybe it'll be all inside. Those are 5-star.
yes, thank you.
Oh, very nice. Looks good. Yeah, I haven't seen them, so I believe. I trust you guys. Now if I only had something to scoop them with. We do have like pizza things and stuff, but god damn, I butchered it while lifting. Can't believe I've done this. I blame the lifting action. It was perfect until I lifted it.
Oh, no.
But I know that my mother, for example, makes them like large, like extremely long ones. So they are like different shapes you can make. And if you like Google Karelian piirakka, which is Karelian pie in Finnish, you like if you go for like Google images, you will find different shapes and stuff. But it's always like similar to what we are doing, but you know the way you fold them differs, so the end result looks a bit different. And then, like I said, the sizes are, I think one of the biggest differences is the size of them. Let's try the more traditional way of doing this. Maybe even faster than the edge thing I'm doing. You know, I'm edging here. Wait. Scrap that. Hello. Can't believe I said that.
Oh, goodness.
Dios mio. I went back to it immediately. But yeah, for me it looks like my technique is to make extremely long and filled way too much. Semhan Forek, I can't believe this. Not while driving. But I guess the porridge consistency is okay. I don't know what the egg did, like adding an egg into this porridge, if it did anything. So it would have been interesting to see like the difference between no egg and an egg one. Because like I earlier said, that's a new thing for me, that you add eggs to the porridge.
But I don't think, would it like change in the oven then?
It could be that the change happens in the oven then. Yeah, filling set in the oven. Yeah, that's what Citronelli just confirmed.
But I don't think mine had any problems, even though I don't have any eggs.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like required, but
No,
it's just
most
I'm
likely
curious on what it improves, because I would assume it has a purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine it's the setting in oven.
But I think I will also like have extra porridge left over, even as I'm trying to go crazy with the amount.
Most likely you will, because there was quite a lot left over even on mine.
So I will fail
You
at
will
using
fail.
all of it.
You need to start eating it while you are making them.
But I don't know if like eating egg porridge is something I'm looking forward to.
I would imagine it's good.
What's the difference between cocktail piirakka and Karelian pie? I know that there's like riisipiirakka, which is like rice pie, and then Karelian pie. And the difference there, at least from what I read, is that if you're not doing it the way Karelian pies are made, you can't call it a Karelian pie, because it's like protected by like the name is. It's not like, you know, some things are like protected so that they can only be made in like certain places and stuff. So it's not like that, but it's still like that. The work phases need to be certain, and then you need to have the certain ingredients. So I know that, for example, the cocktail piirakka would probably just be similar, but not made in the way that they are supposed to be made, so you can't call them that. So I would assume it's something like that. more so that there's an actual difference in.
I would imagine it is the size.
But yeah, could be the size as well. But I don't think there's like a size difference in like there's a certain size they need to be for them to be Karelian pies.
Yeah. But cocktailpiirakat,
They are really small, yeah.
they are small, usually. Also, they are called like sulhaspiirakat,
Okay,
which
so
is
like
like
fiancé.
pies. Is it like they are offered to the fiancé? I don't know.
Yeah, it could be something like that. Yeah.
On the table
This is
when they
absolutely
come.
horrible. Can't believe I've done this. I don't recognize this as my own. I might also need to have to make space on the plate. Groom pie. Yeah, actually I think that's the
Oh, groom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
Fiancé
the-
is like
sulhanen.
more like a female.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. That's on me. Can't believe I've done this. But yeah, there's still this one and then 4 left on mine. I think the oven is still
Yeah, it is on.
at least nearly on the right temperature. But yeah, I guess this is like somewhat fast making this. Doesn't really take that long because you know the filling part, it's not like when you do like a pizza with gazillion fillings. It takes time to just spread them. And I'm talking about pizza because that's the thing we mostly do here. If we do baking together, I think it's mostly been.
Yeah.
Because we have like a pizza stone that you can put on the oven to make it get some, like retain some of the heat. So it's better than just, you know, putting it on the plate. But I think Finnish people use the word pizza with like, I would say quite, how would I say it?
Liberal.
Yeah, liberally I would, yeah, that's freshly born Karelian pie disowned by dad. Dramatic. And we need clips of these, like, I don't know who you are. Who are you?
I will show mine now that I have buttered them. Yep. They are looking quite good.
Oh yeah, they actually look really good.
They did burn a little bit. Because it was
Just
very hard
better.
to see how much they had cooked when they had all the flour on it.
Yeah, but I think the burned edges is part of it, like a bit.
Yeah, they,
Like
yeah.
crispy edges.
At least they are crispy.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like how Swedish people put toppings on pizza. Yeah, we have similar stuff. I don't think we've gone as far as they have with like bananas and stuff like Bogus just mentioned, but we have like mayo on it and stuff like that. So I think we are, when it comes to Italian war crimes, I think we're up there. Probably we'll get the same.
When my mother was making a pizza at home, she liked to use canned peaches.
Yeah, I
On
think
it.
peaches are quite a common
Yeah.
here as well. Like in
I didn't like it. I'd usually just fish them out.
mayo and peas. I don't think we do put peas in that.
No,
Well, you do as a
Yeah,
vegan bitch, you put like,
chickpeas.
yeah, chickpeas.
Yeah.
But I don't think like restaurants here, like pizzerias and stuff, I don't think they have peas on the list. But yeah, mayo and then like different kind of like
Yeah.
salad dressings. So those are also like popular here.
Yeah. Especially in the city where
Yeah,
now the mayo is big, like känkky.
yeah. They also have like a different name for it, so it's not called pizza here. Well, it's still like officially called
Yeah, it
pizza,
is.
but like the locals call it different when it's made like with mayo and stuff. So you know that it's not like a quality pizza you're getting, not like a Neapolitan or stuff. You're getting abomination.
Yeah, it's more like a pizza you will drink when you have you will eat when you have a hangover or
Yeah, those.
after partying hard.
Extra meaty.
Very fatty and
Yeah.
meaty and yeah, with mayo on.
Make a huge one.
Kebab pizza, yes.
Yeah.
That is also a huge thing around here.
This one's a big boy.
Oh yeah.
Gets all the filling. The rest of it.
But wasn't it like that Finland once won the world championship in pizza making?
Yeah, I think it has been many years.
Yeah.
That
And you know,
people from Kotipizza, which is like a franchise here.
And little bit before that, was it like Italian Prime Minister Berlusconi?
Yeah, that was a while ago, but still.
Had commented on Finnish food that how yucky it was, and then Finland won the pizza competition, and they named the pizza Berlusconi.
Yeah, and there's like a popular pizza named after the Italian Berlusconi. Actually, this guy could have had like way more filling. Can't believe I've skimped on the filling.
Oh dear.
But you can definitely see who made who, like which ones. From when we
You're
get a
going to have a
comparison.
problem with your...
Yeah, because I have the smaller one too.
Yeah. How are yours so big?
Make them with love.
Oh.
Wait, they won't actually fit, I don't think. Well, there's only 3 remaining, so maybe I can make space.
Maybe you can put them
Yeah,
between.
it's sideways.
Awesome, yeah. Little bit sideways. Yeah, because they do not rise in the oven.
Yeah, there's no activity in there.
No activity.
So I will move them a bit so that there's more space for the remaining ones. Hangover pizza, or as some like to call it, känkky. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. Gank.
But yeah, there's only 3, 2 after this one.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's
Okay, it's
40
actually getting, it will be a close one.
Yeah.
But I think we timed it well so that if we had started like an hour later, we would have been completely screwed, and if we had started like an hour before, then we would have like extra time. So
Yeah, because at first we were contemplating on starting at 11.
yeah, like an hour later than we now did. But that would have been a mistake.
Yes. I was thinking, do I put the sourdough bread in the oven also?
Yeah, right after.
Right after, yeah.
Yeah, could be.
Or
Although
do
I
I
don't
do it
know.
later?
Yeah, either way, because I don't think we'll be eating it anytime soon. So
No. Yeah.
with all of these.
It can be baked tomorrow, so maybe it is better then.
It could be, yeah. There's the rice from the filling everywhere.
Yeah, there is also my rice going on there.
Oh, there.
Most likely. Yeah, you get some
Vegan ones.
flavors.
Like there's any difference in the porridge.
Everything vegan calls for a little pinch of chili.
Yeah. This one again came out horrible, but let's see how we fill it. But there will be a lot of filling left, like huge amount. So I guess you would need to make them like thinner still, and so that you would make space for more of this.
You can munch on it while you are waiting for the...
I don't know if I want to do munching ASMR.
Oh, no.
But we'll see.
Such a shame.
We'll see about that.
This is how much seconds left.
You can see I'm focusing on this. And it still came out like this. Can't believe it came out like this. But yeah, they're not looking that bad.
No, they're not
with
that
like
bad.
when you can see all of them.
It is a different aesthetic, but...
Yeah, but you can go, like I mentioned earlier, you can go on like Google Images and you will see all sorts of guys like this. So.
That is like the kirkkovene style.
Oh, there. So yeah, kirkkovene is like a church boat, but there's like
Church boat,
a double meaning to it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we won't be teaching you that word. So forget what Elina just said.
Yeah, we'll just write it there.
Forget what she said and she will type it there. Oh dear.
Never forget kirkkovene.
Yeah, brutality is learning new Finnish words.
Yes.
So there's another meaning for it. Elina speak brave. Oh dear. I immediately knew brutality was listening. That's a naughty word also. There's another meaning for it. It's like a female genitalia is the other meaning for it. Like you can use...
When it is drawn.
Yeah, when it's drawn it looks like that. So that's the reason. So I can't believe you make... I'm already expecting on that stream brutality to chat something with that word. So Nat, you have also been warned that that's not a nice word. It's actually not like a really bad word either, but it's like still it only means like a type of boat.
Yeah, it used to be quite a powerful symbol. You know, it was. I think they used it, for example, to protect against the fire. They would have drawn it on a building materials. Maybe we should do that.
Absolutely not.
We will draw kirkkovenes.
Absolutely not. I will be the party pooper here.
Oh no, but
we'll have a redeem of like draw a kirkkovene somewhere, and then we're like, okay, we have nothing to draw.
Yeah, but our house will burn down.
Brutality is all exactly what I'm working on. You can do like, will we go rowing on a, so mennäänkö soutamaan or something like that.
Yeah.
That's something that could be like a proper sentence. So just go for like Google Translate on like, mennäänkö soutamaan. So can we go rowing? Oh.
Oi!
Sorry about that. So I'm still trying to make space.
Soutamalla kuluu.
Yeah, they are sayings. Yeah. We should stop.
Yeah, we should stop.
Yeah, with the oars and all, yeah. The drawing is worse, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So now I have the smallest one left. Let's see how.
Oh, I think it will fit. Quite
yeah,
nice.
it will fit for sure. But yeah, Elina's teaching you bad words, so it will be the last stream she has microphone.
No, it is not a bad word.
Hello.
It is a power word.
Oh god. It's a feminist word.
Very much. This is what happens when I get microphone.
Yeah, that's why I said it's the last time. That's the last time you'll have microphone rights. We were like empowering women at the start of the stream, and now we're doing the opposite. Oh dear.
No, we are very much empowering women.
Yeah, but I said that's the last time, so that's.
Oh no.
That's why we'll be doing it no more. Mistakes were made. Kirkon vene vuotaa ja haisee pahalle. Oh dear. What is this? It's also interesting that kirkon vene is actually not a bad word then, because it's supposed to be written together. So kirkkovene is like a combination word.
Yeah.
So the way you spell it, it's like church's boat, and not like the double meaning. So it needs a bit of work.
But I think that would be understood.
Yeah, it will still be understood for sure, yeah. Yeah, but it's still can't believe you've done this.
Yeah. I just need to come up with activities where I get to wear the microphone.
Yeah. To spread the... Noted, yeah, I'm giving you advice here. I can't believe I'm now part of this. Okay, so I think that's all from mine.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll show you guys all of them. My own message always comes up to me and I'm like, okay, a new chatter, hello, and then I'm like, it's me. It's
Amateur
me.
S.
Amateur
Hello.
S is here, hello. Because I keep changing my color, so I'm always like bamboozled by my own color.
Every week a new
Nat
color.
is to blame for that. But yeah, I keep changing my color on Twitch chat, so. But yeah, I was earlier started talking, I was thinking, should we have like chat on the stream? Like on screen chat?
Oh, on the
on like the left
kind of.
side or something. We could have it.
Maybe.
So that's what I was also thinking at some point.
Especially during the construction.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can you maybe see it? I don't want to tilt it too much. I think you can.
Yeah, I cannot see it yet, but...
there's some delay. So, but yeah, I can see it on the camera that you can. So that's
Yeah.
what I came up with.
That's good.
They don't look that bad.
Okay. Putting the rest
There we go.
of the cloud back.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I think with the on-screen chat you can limit it so that like not all of the messages coming, meaning mostly that like someone has followed for some time or something like that. Because I think in like Nat stream it's also like that. Not everyone's messages are showing. So
Yeah.
I could just like set it up so that if you like first time here, it wouldn't show your messages on the on-screen chat, and there would also be like a slight delay. So if it's something that like the automated mods delete or something, so that wouldn't be showing. Oh yeah, that's good, but not Elina level.
What?
I don't know. How do we interpret that? It's not Elina level good. But yeah, I have
Yeah, you're
Quite a
Karelian
lot
base.
of-
I was a little bit confused.
yeah, so I have
Yeah,
quite a
you
lot
need
of
this one.
porridge to eat. I think I'll eat it while watching the stream then.
Yeah.
But I will need to come up with what I'll eat it with. I think we have some jams and stuff, so
We do.
something like that, I guess. But yeah, now we can clean up.
At least we do have the cloudberry jam I got.
Oh
from
yeah,
a friend.
yeah, we have some different kinds of jam. I think we have like maybe strawberry jam and then cloudberry jam at least.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, my Karelian pies, they were better than I expected myself. So I have to say,
They got better
it got a
towards
lot
the
better.
end.
It got a lot better towards the end. But yeah, then I would need to melt the butter for
Yeah.
putting some of it on them.
You can also use the. I put it on the.
I think I melted here.
Okay, yeah, that's also good.
If I
My
find-
teacup
It's for tea.
that
But
I
now
have
it's for
not
butter.
used a lot because it is so small.
So again with the block of butter, I don't know how much I need of this. I don't want to do like too much because I don't know what I'd do with the rest of it. So I think I'll take like at most 50 grams. I'm assuming less.
It did take a surprisingly big amount of butter.
Yeah, there's also like a lot of them. So I guess
Yeah,
it does take a bit. So I think I'll take like 50 grams. And then when you're melting butter in the microwave, you should do it like for short time and then check on it, and then again short time and check on
Yeah.
it. So that's what we'll be doing.
you will be get some wiping ASMR, mayhaps.
Yeah, so clean up ASMR. So we're now basically playing House Flipper 2 again.
Yeah,
Because it
that's true.
was all cleaning. It was all cleaning when I played it. We'll see when we continue on that.
I like to use the paper before wiping it with the towel because flour gets very much stuck in the towel.
I'm splitting the butter into smaller sections, so maybe it will melt better.
Yeah.
Because we want it to be runny. With this.
In the recipe they advise to add a little bit water to the butter, melted butter.
We'll see. We'll see if we add
I did that.
If we add water. It could be good. We'll see.
Yeah.
Also,
But
I
I
didn't
think,
put
yeah,
any
the-
timer for the pies, maybe I should. How long were yours in the oven?
15 minutes, maybe a little bit
Okay.
over.
I'm putting for 15 minutes.
Oh, thanks.
So that I don't forget. Sorry about the microwave beeping. I'm assuming that's an ASMR
part of the-
experience. So I think I can use this
Yeah.
spreader what Elina used earlier.
Yeah, I don't think we have another one. Or do we have a plastic one?
Could be, yeah. Actually,
Maybe
no.
somewhere.
But yeah, now it's melted pretty much thoroughly. I just mix it a bit. But yeah, pretty much all of the Karelian foods are like smeared in butter,
Yep.
either like early phase or like after it comes out of the oven. Because in like Christmas time, my mother has this tradition of making like purre, which is like guess like a bun dough, and then you put some smashed potato on it. So you squash the bun.
Yeah, squash the bun like with the bottom of a glass maybe.
Oh yeah, with hands I think what
Or
Mama
hands,
does.
yeah.
So she just taps them, so squashes them and then put some mashed potato on it, and then they are like put into butter, like dipped into butter, and that's all they are. So basically just, you know, dough and butter.
Yeah.
And that's again like a Karelian tradition. I've never made those either, so that could be
Oh,
another
that's true.
cooking stream.
Yeah.
But have you tasted yours?
No, I haven't.
We need some taste testings.
I was thinking of waiting for yours, but
Oh yeah, I don't think we need to wait
okay.
if you want.
Do you want
There's still
to
like 33 minutes or so we have time. But yeah, it will be somewhat of a tight schedule for mine to come out.
Yeah.
We'll see how much they explode. They already, I think, some of them are spilling their innards. So mine might not look as good as Elina's once they come out, as they didn't look already when they went in. But let's see how much worse do they get.
It's fine. I will take the...
Yeah, Bogus is also saying that they will be cold if you wait too long.
I'll take the white plates for it. Shows better.
There was some ASMR again.
Maybe I will
With the
start.
plates.
Oh, it is quite crunchy.
So there will be some crunch
I will
ASMR.
show you.
That's just the plain Karelian pie,
Yeah.
so with nothing on it. And you can eat them plain, but I think some people put some like ham on them and cheese on them, and like you can eat them with a lot of things. So basically you can consider them like a bread in a way.
It tastes like Karelian pie, but I do think the crust is too thick.
Okay, so yeah, we'll have
But yeah, these are very good.
Yeah, so we
You
have
want to
succeeded
taste?
at least. No, I think I'll wait for mine,
Oh, no.
because I have like this egg butter thing as well.
Then I will take care of the crunching
Crunching
for
ASMR.
now.
Very good.
I
Sounds
like to eat
crunchy,
mine
yeah, I think you can
plain.
hear the crunchiness.
Even with the sourdough bread, I don't put anything on top of it. I just eat it
Yeah,
plain. I'm weird like that.
but I don't think there's like that many like vegan options. You have like these fake hams and stuff, so you could go with those. But I don't think the egg butter thing could be replaced. Like we've talked in the early stream that if there's like 2 ingredients in the whole recipe and both are non-vegan, making them vegan is is an interesting
Yeah,
choice.
I think the one they suggested, the one with the chickpeas, crushed chickpeas and crushed tofu, and then a lot of butter, not butter, but margarine. I think it would have tasted nice because of the butter, but
Yeah, I think it would be nice, but I don't think it would be
no,
anything like
it's
the
not.
original. So.
Most likely not.
But then again,
same.
it depends on if that's like even something you'd like. Because I know like many of the like vegan stuff gets shit for trying to taste like the original stuff, but for some it's not the goal. Egg butter is goated. Yeah, I agree. That's why I made some egg butter, because I think that's what also for me that's what I always also link to Karelian pie. So you should have this. So I'm not sure if you were here when I showed it, but I made some egg butter. So that's there waiting for the pies to come out. I especially like it when they're like hot, because then the butter melts on them a bit, and I think that works well. Mine are so far looking like nothing, but maybe they'll improve. I trust.
They will get the color at the end.
Yeah.
They will look quite pale until then.
My father is sending messages about the construction out there. But I don't think they were in a hurry. So I'll answer them after stream. But yeah, I guess it's mostly waiting for mine to come out. It's 9 minutes till it so far. So that they'll be in there for 15, so we'll see what it looks like then. But yeah, we'll have some work ahead of us trying to eat all of these.
It's no problem.
There's quite a lot of them.
I think I will devour mine today.
Yeah, of course today, but still, like in one sitting, it will be quite a dish.
Maybe.
Well, that, of course you don't have anything on them, so.
Yeah, that's true. It is a lot easier.
Yeah. But yeah, there's the rats. They are waiting to be shared. Going for the smallest
will
one.
they kill me if I put the smallest one for them?
Oh, dear. That's blasphemy.
If they put the rats on?
Can the camera see it? That's the question.
I don't know. They need to see it.
But they are. Why did you give them the smallest one? That's brutal. There's so many of them. So many of the rats.
Oh no. They will be disappointed.
I'll be surely disappointed. We
Yeah.
need one more rat. It seems that there's like space for one more.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
And we gave your parents the extra
Yeah, we
one.
actually gave
One
my
extra.
parents one more than we were initially going to.
It's the one that would go here.
Yeah. But yeah, mine actually are opening quite a lot, so I think because there's more of the filling, it will try and open it. It could also be that my knitting, or how do you call it, pinching wasn't as good.
Folding.
Yeah, folding, I guess.
How do we get here?
It looks so good. They get a crumb each. Yeah, there's like a whole plate's worth there, but they are only seeing what's in front of them. Can you actually see the rats? I think the camera is aimed so that you should be able to see on the table. Yeah, I think you can see. So, oh, there now the cow is coming back.
It needs one.
Yeah, to finish the circle.
Yes, now it is complete circle.
Yeah, so we're feeding the plushies here. You know, in some streams, even the chat doesn't get anything to eat, and here we're feeding plushies. So.
Yeah.
Different treatments.
Yeah, we do have a lot of plushies.
Yeah, we have all sorts of plushies. Some are made by you and some are bought. And even those that aren't made by you, some have like clothes made by you and stuff. So there's all sorts of plushie madness going on here.
I think the rats and the cows are the only ones with the clothes.
No, the pig has.
Bears.
Yeah, and the pig has like socks and so there's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, true.
So.
True.
But yeah, it's also getting hotter here. Pick the oven blasting at. I think it's trying to be like 275 degrees, so it is warming the kitchen.
It's trying its best.
Yeah, that is true.
I need to maybe update this. When is the Mammy stream?
When is the Mammy stream? Now
It
I
was.
can't believe you'd ask this. It was last stream. Can't believe
I need to.
you missed Elina eating Mammy.
Yeah.
Well, the VOD is still there, so it's from last Friday, yeah. Yeah, we had the chocolate eggs and Elina had Mammy there.
I must say my stomach was not quite very happy afterwards.
Yeah, I was also thinking that it was quite a lot of Mammy, so my stomach couldn't have handled, I don't think, with that either.
Yeah.
The amount you ate.
Like 250 grams, I think
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, grams, yeah.
And when we went to the grocery store yesterday, I was contemplating on buying more, yes. But then I was like, oh dear, no.
Yeah, it is good, but you know, it does mess up your stomach a bit. Because, you know, at least for me, I think it's partly because there's like such a long period of time of none, and then you eat too much at once.
Yeah.
So. Oh my gosh, it was. I ate Mammy this morning. I can't believe I missed a stream or two. I can't believe you done this. That you were like our most loyal like viewer, and then you just disappeared. Especially like it was the chocolate egg and stuff. I think it was like requested by Nat too. So.
But I don't think the Mammy played that much part. I just showed it, and then I was munching it while you were...
But I don't know if the chocolate eggs were that like, because we were on the plot, so it was harder to.
Yeah,
it was just me going like, hey, this is an egg.
Yeah, we were quite far away.
Yeah, when we were eating them. I was worried Mammy was Finnish for mother. No, actually, that's not even close, because äiti is like mother in Finnish.
Mamma.
No, well, yeah, mamma, but I think that's coming from Swedish.
Yeah, it is more a Swedish thing, yeah.
So you can use that too. But
Yeah, we do call my mother mamma, but it is like I don't know, jokish.
yeah, but
Right.
it's like also like a dialect thing a bit.
It is.
But like the translation for mother is äiti. Like that's
Yeah. Äiti, yeah.
that's like the official word for it. So I can type it so that you can wait. I might not have the Finnish keyboard on this phone. I need to do it on my other. Or do you have chat in there? Can you type in
Yeah.
äiti?
Äiti.
Yeah, so then I can type how it's spelled. So that's
I
mother.
smashed my Easter bunny for. Oh no! Do not kill the
Oh
bunny.
dear.
No, no smashing bunnies.
And then Bogus came in with another
Yeah.
another word for it, because there's like different and like plenty of different ways you can call your mother.
Yeah, you can say like mommy or.
Yeah, and you can like call like eukko and emäntä, and there's like all these different words that you can use. But that's like the idea, I think, is like the correct one. So like in written in Finnish and stuff. So that's the one you should be using. I have to watch the Easter special. Yeah, I don't think there was much happening in it. We were just, it was an absolute travesty.
Yeah, we were just measuring.
Yeah, we were trying our best to measure the stuff, and then at like the first, it started out strong because we know that all the buildings have to be 7 meters from where the plot starts. So we just looked from the neighboring like buildings that okay, here's the straight line between them. So this is where the edge of the buildings are, like our home will be. But then everything after that went to smithereens basically, because it's hard to tell like where the plot ends on either side of our neighbors. So now that we know that okay, it's 5 meters from these neighbors, like the border of our plot on that neighbor's side, and then 4 meters on the other one, where does the plot end? There was no like a solid marker for those, so it was mostly just us guessing and just standing in there looking confused. So you don't like miss much if you just skip to the end of it.
Yeah,
that's totally egg tasting and stuff. So, but yeah, there was also like a lot less of those eggs on store, because it was like Thursday, the day before Easter, that we went to the store, and like I think most of the people buy the chocolate eggs like well in advance, so weeks and weeks before the Easter is. So there was only like a little bit left. So there wasn't that much of a variety to choose from.
Yeah, and there are, to begin with, there are not many Finnish made,
Yeah, that is
Easter
true.
egg.
Yeah, there's not that many. There are like maybe half a dozen, I guess, like 6-ish different ones that you can buy.
Because the Kinder egg
Yeah,
is
Kinder eggs is like dominating.
biggest,
with the toys. But I guess there's like a reason for it too, because the toys I think are superior in those compared to what we, for example, got there. I won't spoil the toys we got, so if you want to watch the VOD, you can go and see.
And I think the Kinder chocolate is also better.
Yeah, Kinder chocolate is superior. I'm a big fan of Kinder, so that is definitely superior. Because usually the chocolate in like these surprise eggs in Finland, and I mentioned in the stream that the chocolate is like the Christmas calendar chocolate. Because in Finland we have these like Christmas calendars that you get at the start of December. So you have like one hatch, I guess. You open every day. So every morning you start your day with like, okay, now is the first day of Christmas. You get to open the hatch number 1, and then the next day you get the second one.
Yeah.
And then there's like a chocolate inside. There's of course others like without the chocolate, but the kids especially like the ones with the chocolate inside. Yeah. And that chocolate is like mid at the best. Like it's not a good quality chocolate. It's like the cheapest of the cheap, but still like as a kid, it's of course it's better than nothing. So you're delighted to get it. But to me, like the surprise egg chocolate reminded me of those Christmas calendar chocolates.
Yeah, it is quite a nostalgic taste.
Yeah, for us.
So it is used quite a lot here when something tastes like the chocolate calendar.
Yeah, I think people usually know what it means when we say something tastes like a Christmas calendar chocolate. So that's something Finns can relate to.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kinder Bueno is my absolute number 1 all-time favorite, and I know that's not patriotic because it's not made here, unfortunately.
You need to find something Finnish.
Yeah, I need to find something similar, but I don't think there's like anything. There's not like even like pirated sort of things, like copied stuff made by Finns.
Yeah, not Finnish. Yeah.
Because I know there's some like in Lidl they have like stuff that's come from like Germany. They have like similar stuff than Kinders are, but I don't think they are same.
Yeah, and Rainbow and Coop. make also the milk is
Yeah, but that's not Kinder Bueno, that's the Kinder Max.
bueno mac.
Bueno Maccarees. That's diabolical brutality, that's diabolical. Honor loves Kinder Bueno too. Yeah, I actually had a nickname, or I still do have, like, I'm called Saxo Bueno. And that's because of like my love for Bueno. So that's actually something I think half I made myself and half I think someone else like came up with that nickname.
Yeah, I think I also call you sometimes Bueno.
Yeah.
Which comes from the Saxo Bueno.
That's the Saxo Bueno for it. But yeah, I had my alarm come off that they should be ready, but I think I'll leave them for a bit. Because they're not as crispy looking as yours were, so I'll give them a few minutes.
But the color comes out better when you have buttered them.
Okay, I see.
But
I think they're still a bit pale.
But the porridge has started to get color.
Yeah, but I would still wait a few minutes.
Yeah, a few minutes is okay. But I took them out at the point when they start to get color on the porridge.
Yeah. But yeah, Bueno Maccare is diabolical.
Bueno mac, I think you would still eat it.
I'm not so.
If it would be like, Bueno, no, Maccare shaped Bueno.
Yeah, of course it would be shaped like that, then it, of course, but I'm thinking like a sausage with like split open with like Bueno in it, that would be absolute diabolical stuff. Because, there's like chocolate pizzas, which I think the chocolate pizza itself is not like a bad thing, since, it's mostly like the dough with like chocolate on it, so it's just like a pie, sort of.
Yeah.
But if it had like tomato sauce and cheese and then chocolate on it, I don't think you want to go there. But yeah, Kinder Bueno has, and I think will always be like the number one for me.
Yeah, I think when it comes to the candy department. What?
I can't believe this landed on the chat right now.
When it comes to the candy department, I am more patriotic.
Yeah, but it's mostly you only like dark chocolate stuff and vegan stuff, and there's like I think less vegan stuff imported when it comes to candy.
I think one of my favorites is the Marianne candy, which is very old Finnish candy, and this has been, I think, it has been vegan from the start.
Could be, yeah. But yeah, it's 15 minutes, I guess, around until that starts. Something like that, so.
Oh dear.
We'll have to act fast if we have to do some taste testing. I will burn my mouth. I'm already waiting for that to happen if we need to like hurry up.
Yeah, it is part of the experience.
Yeah, it's part of the experience to burn the top of your mouth and not taste taste anything after that. So. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Marianne. Like it has this minty flavor, and I'm not like big on minty.
And if you eat a lot of them or suckle a lot of them, they cut the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, they can cut you.
Yeah.
They make you bleed. So are they done? I think they are nearly done at least. Maybe they already are. We can maybe take a peek. So hot. I need to do some executive decisions now. Whether or not I take them out.
I would take them out.
Yeah, I think for the stream to keep on schedule, I think we need to. But I think they also look quite nice already. So let's see if I can show you guys.
I think they are ready for the show off. Oh yeah, most definitely.
So
this is before buttering.
Before buttering is what they look like now. Now I will need to do some.
They look quite good on the stream.
Are you implying something? That sounded like there was a hidden implication there. Maybe not even so hidden.
No, they are good. They actually do
look
look
this lander
good.
coming from all directions.
Some of them are a little bit wonky, or not many. I think this one is a little wonky. And this one.
Some of them are like spilling the porridge.
Yeah, but others are like a different aesthetic of Karelian pie. So we were doing different styles just for
this
you.
was like planned from the start.
Yeah.
Definitely not something that just came out of circumstances.
Saku is the one making the more traditional, and I am the modern, hip and cool.
Yeah, exactly. Usually when you say you're hip and cool, it also...
Yes, it makes me very
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. Exactly that. But yeah, I'm hoping to keep it on schedule, but I know that I can't like bite into it for some time still. They are like 200 degrees, so... But again, they are looking a lot better after this butter smearing.
Yeah, they do. It
I will
transforms them.
give you guys a new look after I'm done with this butter
And you can
injection.
use it quite a lot because they do suck it in when you let them sit. But of course you will not
That's what she said.
let them sit.
That's what she said, chat. Hello.
Hello. What is this?
Hello. Just some slander. Hello. Slander back and forth. Clink, clink. I don't know how much you can see of this, because I think we're quite far away from the camera.
A little bit, yeah.
There's quite a lot of butter also, so can be generous with it.
Yep. Yeah, that's so true.
Lina coming in here like she knows.
I know my Karelian pies.
She, making them look good went straight to her head.
Yeah, because I made them before you, so I'm professional now.
She's experienced on this.
I am on the Karelian pie front.
Another reason I should have started going first.
Yeah, that is true, but oh well.
Wait a minute, one of these rats are not the same. Are you saying there's an imposter amongst
There
them?
is an imposter, yes.
Do we need to press the button?
Because we didn't have enough rats.
Yeah, we would have needed one more.
Yeah.
But let's see, do they prefer the vegan ones or the non-vegan Karelian pies?
I'm not sure they will mind either way. But I think once you put the egg butter on,
Oh yeah,
they
yeah,
will,
that's probably
eat
the...
egg butter.
Yeah. So here are the ones I made. Nice comparison. Not sure about the light levels. I think we have quite a good lighting here.
Yeah, we should have.
So that's what they look like. Actually, they look better than I had feared, maybe. Just a squished rat.
Should I get one of our bears?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Where?
Oh yeah, I need a plate. There was a...
Big one and then small one.
Let's see, which size should I take? Take a middle-sized one. So buttery. There's already butter in my fingers. Oh, I got 5 stars too, very nice. Oh yeah, Elina is asked to be judged. Oh, to judge, I guess.
What?
Not to be judged. You need to judge mine.
Judge yours.
Yeah.
I think they're good. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
out of 5.
And then... No, it is not. It is, naked. I need to put...
There's a djungelskog.
Yes, djungelskog. Djungelskog needs a sweater. Usually has it, but it is gotten undressed.
Can you give me another fork?
Yeah. And there is one small fork.
So now I put the egg butter thingy on top of this Karelian pie. The problem is actually I'm hardly seeing what I'm doing with how it was on the table. So I'll put it to the side here. But yeah, I guess the way you do this is up to you, but the goal is to get as much and as well spread as possible. And you can either use like a knife and a fork to eat this, or then you can just bite into it.
Little bear.
So yeah,
Or
that's
big bear.
that's a djungelskog.
Djungelskog, yes.
And here is a smaller djungelskog.
Yes. Oh dear, I'm squishing my microphone. It's a bebe.
A baby skog.
Bebeskog, yes. Will take my
Take your spot.
take my spot. Take the bebe. Will not take the bebe. No, it will not.
It's trying to take a Karelian pie. You've seen like at least with pandas, you can see those that when they are like offered food, they just hand out their babies.
That is true.
This is the same situation
Yes,
here.
yes,
with the-
take my baby.
You can take the
Just
baby.
give me
just,
Karelian pie.
Can I get some egg butter? But yeah, so here would be the end result. So with the egg butter spread on it, and I can see it like extremely greasy, which is like the intended way. But I'm a bit worried on how hot it is. It also like messed my fingers a bit. But let's maybe take a bite.
I
It
get
is
the
hot.
feeling it's
Yeah, it's also like melting.
you're going to die.
I don't know where to bite it from.
Ooh, the crunch.
Yeah, it's crunchy. And extremely buttery, so yeah, it's very good. I have to also say that the dough is a bit thick, so we could have made it a bit thinner.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, yours is also.
So maybe the biggest ones I've made up better on that side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. It's also like I mentioned, there's like hardly any spice. You could like add if you wanted to, but you can also like see that now that it's hot, it's also like melting. The butter egg thing is like also melting on it. I think these are, I would say, equally good cold. Like you
Yeah,
can
they are.
like fridge them and just eat them cold, and especially with the, like this bread you put you put on them is like I would say doesn't really lose that much if you eat it cold, since now it's like melting everywhere. So that's, I guess, another way to eat it. But I guess usually when you do this, it's like you heat the Karelian pies in the oven, and then that egg butter thing is from the fridge, so that it gets like, it holds a bit of that heat before it starts to melt. But yeah, so this is the buttery madness we just ended up with. And I think we pretty much nailed the timing as well.
Yeah,
So
we did.
it's 5 minutes until 1 p.m. So, but yes, so here we have a plushie.
Plushes, yeah. I have 3 of these big ones
Yeah,
currently, and only one little bebe. I need to make a sweater for the bebe also.
yeah, like a jumpsuit or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, jumpsuit, yeah.
But I think these sweaters for the bears these are like just like actual sweaters.
Yeah, this is my sweater, and one of the other bears wears your sweater.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is the average day in our household. Is
Yeah.
plushies everywhere. I'm just checking if the oven is off, but
Yeah.
yeah, it is. But yeah, so that's the content, I guess, for today's stream,
Yes.
mostly. But yeah, we did manage well, both time-wise
very well.
and I think like these worked out really great. But you can see, I think, the difference between yours and mine is that yours, the porridge, it like dips down a bit.
Yeah, it
And
does.
whereas mine, I think the porridge just like held the consistency, and like
Yeah.
the edges maybe spread out a bit.
Yeah, I could, if I made my egg butter, I could just push it in.
Yeah, yours could hold a lot more egg butter than mine. So
Yeah.
I guess egg butter wise yours are better.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can't raid out yet, and there's no one to raid. I know that there's like 5 minutes or something until we can
Yeah,
raid.
we will
so
just wait
we'll
in
have
silence.
to wait. Yeah, we will have to just stare at the camera and wait
Yeah.
in silence. You know, in Finland we have. Oh, that's what I've been told. I think it's also like extremely true that like Finns can hold or can tolerate silence in like social interactions for like far longer than like anyone else. So in like these situations that you're just like waiting in an elevator or just waiting with another person, Finns are just like okay with being silent and just staring at the walls and stuff, and like foreigners come up with like small talk and stuff because they can't handle the silence.
I remember once it was like over 10 years ago. One of my friends said that it is the mark of a good friend when you can, just be silent with them.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nat, you're getting all the pressure. Now we have like all the snacks ready for your stream.
Yeah.
So
We are just here waiting.
we'll just stare at you like this.
Yeah. This stream will continue next when we go and look at what's the Nat stream and
we'll just
stream us watching Nat.
We'll do some reaction streaming next. I can stop to take a leak. Yeah, this is the content you've been waiting for the leak break.
Yeah, this has been too exciting
too
to
exciting.
go to the bathroom.
Yeah, had to hold it in until now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been, from what I'm seeing, it's been almost 3 hours, which would of course track.
Yeah, few minutes.
Few minutes until it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The next stream I did put it on the Discord. I think we can do the Discord command once again if there's someone who wants to. Because that's the only place like with up-to-date info on schedules and stuff. But I was going to say that the schedule for now is uncertain. With I know for a fact that next week, so week from here, we'll have the excavator on the plot on Monday and Tuesday, and I'm assuming I can stream it. So, like I mentioned, I have to ask the excavator driver if it's okay to set up a camera, like not on the job itself, but like somewhere around the edge of the plot, so you'll be getting like a side view of what's happening. But for this week, so now it's Monday, so for this week, I'm not sure if there will be other streams, and if there will be, whether they be like at noon or evening time.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like stuff that I'm waiting for replies on. So it could be that someone replies to me that, okay, you need to be here and here at this time and this time. So it's hard for me to tell like, okay, I'll be streaming at this hour when there's like so many stuff unconfirmed schedule wise.
Yeah.
So it could be that, for example, on the weekend I will go to my parents to get the Avant machine and those kind of stuff. So can't really promise a Friday stream either. And I'm not sure if there's like stuff to work on the plot until the excavator is here. So
yeah, not much. You could move around the smaller rocks, but
yeah, there's some stuff that we could maybe do, but I don't think that it's like beneficial because it's not like a long time. And then like with the machines coming in, it's like probably easier to just outsource that kind of work for the machines. So I don't think there will be like a stream on the plot until next Monday, so a week from now. But then again, it could be like it needs to be an earlier start because I mentioned I think the excavator operators guy will be in there like at 8 a.m. So like in the early morning or like morning.
Yeah.
So I think if we had to stream it, we would start at maybe either like immediately after that or then like a bit later, but still like a lot earlier than now. So I think would like something like a 9 a.m. or something like that for the start.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see that. You'll see that on the next Monday. But I think going forwards it will be an interesting one with like the schedule wise, because I'm also like contemplating if I should like put it on the Twitch side. We discussed this some stream ago that whether or not I should put the schedule on Twitch, but from what I'm seeing it's only like for every week the same time you're setting in there. So I'm not sure if we can like say that okay, we'll be on the plot for every Monday 8 a.m. or so. So we'll see if we work on that. But for now the best place to find the information is on Discord. There's like a separate channel for it. Also, I just got a notification that Nat is live. Very nice. So I guess I'll need to get my phone out and see if we can already raid her. I don't know, we don't need to do it like the exact minute she starts, but I think there's not much happening here, so we might as well. So just give me a second. I'm getting a gazillion notifications immediately after opening. Nat saying, thank you for the stream, this is super cool, I'd love to see more cooking streams in the future. You also need to do some. Now you owe us one. So whenever you do yours, and then we'll discuss. No, just kidding. I think we could do the pyörät, which is like another Karelian stuff. We could do those. And there's of course like plenty of others we could do. Korvaso, cinnamon buns and stuff like that. So there's like options we have. So I guess that could happen in the future. But yeah, I'll put up the raid to Nat's side if that's the button. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Raiding Nat. So it says that it's raiding Nat in 90 seconds. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. I'm glad it went so well. I was expecting more technical difficulties. We had one disconnect at the start of it with like who knows why, and then I just rebooted the modem, so the data one, and after that it seemed to be working. Because we do have like the option to put it in the cable when we're here. When in the plot there's no option, so if it just doesn't work there, then we're just screwed. But for now, here we have like options for it. But yeah, thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you latest would be next week, Monday next week, so like a week from now. But we might have some streams in between. We'll see.
Yeah.
Can't promise anything.
Maybe you could make a gaming stream or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That if there's gonna be a stream, it will probably be like House Flipper or something like that. But yeah, that's up to debate, depending on all the schedules and what happens with them. But yeah, you can see the bear is already waving goodbye for you.
It is very eager to dive in into the
Yeah, there's plenty of Karelian pies left
Karelian pie
unguarded now, so
oven pans.
there's plenty to eat. But yeah, I think it's saying in 15 seconds. I don't know with the delay. Actually, I would be interested to see in the VOD that when it like sends you guys off, what will be the last thing I say? Because like I'm seeing 5,